good. Boom, boom, boom. I just gotta roll up this joint. We hit that clap already?
I think we should hit another one because you started recording again, right?
Oh yeah. All right. One, two,
3.
three. That was good, dude. That first one was so good, but then we just weren't recording.
Good. God damn it! It's all right. We'll make it work.
Yeah.
Make
Boom,
it.
boom, boom.
We'll fix it in post.
Fix it in post. What's good, everybody?
How y'all
This is
doing?
Too High for TV, where two guys get too high and probably talk about a little bit too much TV.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Just
It's
a
all
little.
good.
Yeah.
And what's up? I'm one half of this. You know who it is already. Hopefully you know who it is already. And
I
if
hope so.
you don't, I am one half of this. There's a duo here.
Hi.
You know, one half, two half. I am one half. Yin yang. You know what I'm saying?
Yin
that.
yang.
So
I like
I'm
it.
Ryan Madrano. I'm one of the co-hosts, and right here to my right, your left. Hopefully you are watching this video this time. I think it's actually gonna fucking work out this time.
Full
I think
video.
I think full video is gonna work out this time.
We got it this time, guys.
Knock on wood. You know, you know, now that I think about it, we say that every single time, like, oh yeah, the video's gonna work.
It's okay.
And we never knock on wood. And
They say that fourth time is the charm.
Yeah, that's probably why. But yeah, hopefully, guys. Cause yeah, last week we thought we were gonna get full video.
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually great. We were doing good. We were freaking, you know, we were interacting with the camera really nice. You know, we did a full 2-hour episode, you know, like we always do.
Always interacting the whole time. If you listen to episode 3 and we sounded more animated, it's because we thought that we were on camera the entire time.
Yeah. And at the end,
Turns
right,
out.
we hit cut, and I was like, hey, yo, because, you know, Daniel's girl Evelyn was here last time,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, hey, yo, Evelyn, can you just hit pause on the phone? And she's like, yeah. I don't know how to tell you guys, but the camera went down a long time ago.
Oh, it's heartbreaking.
Fuck.
It was heartbreaking.
It was heartbreaking, but
It's a bummer.
we got like 14 minutes this time, which is, you know, I think
every
3
single time we get a little bit more.
Yeah,
we get
which is
a
nice.
little bit back.
And yeah, and if you've been watching those on YouTube, thank you guys very much. That's honestly pretty awesome. A lot of people have been watching them, you know, for
Yeah.
a considerable amount that I didn't think, you know, we were gonna get that many views. Like, so, you know, kind
It's moving good.
It's
yeah,
moving pretty good. You know,
thank
so-
you. We appreciate it out there, you
Exactly.
guys. Please keep on going. We're gonna keep on making it for you. If you like it, we will have a good time making it. So,
Hell yeah.
you know, this is it, man. Too high for TV.
Yeah. Follow us on Instagram at Too High for TV,
Mm-hmm.
Twitter at Too High for TV 11
1-1. Yes.
and then follow us on YouTube, same Too High for TV.
That's us.
And all of those, it's going to be spelled TOOHIGH 4, the number 4, and then TV. And yeah, guys, hit subscribe on YouTube. Hit
Yes,
that
please.
notification bell too,
Yes,
because you know what?
please.
We got episodes coming out every single week.
We're gonna
if
be
they're
doing
gonna be
this.
clips, if they're gonna be full episodes, you know, we're gonna figure all that out. But we got
We're
stuff
getting
coming
them
out
to you.
every, you know, we got at least one thing coming out every week on YouTube.
Mhm.
So stay tuned for that. We got episodes coming out every single Monday. Time, I'm still working that out. Hopefully, I'm gonna start setting a time for when the episodes drop.
I like that.
And that'll be, you know, a little bit more streamlined
Let's
versus
do
them
that.
coming out maybe
Hell yeah.
9 a.m.,
Woo.
12 in the afternoon.
Get you nice
you know?
and early
Exactly, you know,
podcast,
maybe we'll
morning
get-
podcast.
Hopefully, I'll get up there at like 6 a.m. one day. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you're driving to work on a Monday.
You need some morning some conversation for your morning coffee or something like that.
Exactly.
You know your boys got you, man.
Exactly.
Danny
So, yeah.
Valdez, Ryan Madrano.
But yeah, you can count on us being up SoundCloud, Spotify every single Monday on YouTube. You'll catch us during the week too, whether that's
Mhm.
on Monday as well or, you know, Tuesday or Wednesday. You know, we'll
We'll
figure
get
out
it. We'll get it
figure
going.
out the
We'll get it
figure out
going.
the YouTube schedule as well. But just know something's coming every week on those platforms. So
That's correct.
we got stuff coming.
Hell
but-
yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man! We're back again, man. Feels good. I love, dude.
We're back
I love,
again.
we're back again.
But back again. Back again. Da, 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 da.
Hell yeah, dude. We're freaking back again. I always love coming sitting here on Saturdays. You know, I look forward to this, honestly.
Me too,
During the
dude.
week, man.
This is just one more. This is like you said, the reason why we started this. You know, we sit around and we do this all the time anyway. So like, what a fun time it is to just, you know, finally sit down and like turn it into this, man. It's a great time.
Exactly.
It's been
dude.
super, super fun seeing the interaction that you guys have had with us.
Hell
I
yeah.
love like all the suggestions we got for movies. We're definitely going to be bringing some of those up soon. We got to get
Hell
those to the top
yeah.
of the list,
Oh,
man.
definitely. We got a lot of good suggestions. Like Clockwork Orange.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking a lot of other ones. You know, Clockwork Orange. We got freaking Los Perros.
Yeah.
So,
what
fuck,
was
is
that
it?
one?
Let me
never seen
find it. I
this
took
before.
some,
I saw 1,000% on there, and I got super excited. I was like,
Mhm.
all right, cool. It looks like something we need to watch.
Let me see. I should have it on here. Let me check the Instagram page. You know what I'm saying?
It's been really nice.
Oh, the French
though.
Dispatch. That's
Oh
definitely
yeah,
one.
yeah.
I'm no longer here. That looks like a really good one. Oh, it was Amores Perros.
Amores Perros.
Perros. You know, got to roll those R's in there. You know, we got Clockwork Orange, Pineapple Express. Obviously, we definitely got to. We're definitely gonna have an episode where we review like our favorite.
Yeah, we'll get
our favorite like stoner movies of all time.
We have some ideas planned.
Hell yeah,
we'll get some stuff going.
Got Grandma's Boy. That's a funny one. I love Nick Swartzen.
Oh, you got to. Man.
Yeah. Game of Thrones. Now that you've watched that, we definitely have to have an episode where we
very
sit down
recent,
and watch
very
that.
fresh for me. So I'm super down.
You know, Mac and Dev Go to High School is another one. You know,
I've never seen that one.
I've never seen that one either too. So we gotta watch that.
We're gonna get that one.
But yeah, dude, thanks everybody for the interaction.
Yeah, we love it.
I love coming to work, honestly, and going, going place and be like, people are like, I started watching, what you guys are talking about. It's cool. It puts a little smile on my face.
Me
so
too, man. Yeah, thank you very much.
And special shout out. I said it last week on the episode, but we did it kind of late. But shout out to Danielle for doing the artwork, the new TH4TV artwork. Looks freaking great.
Yeah,
Again, if you guys need artwork, hit her up on Instagram at Demise Designs. She's done stuff for me. She's also done stuff for the homie right here.
She's got you, man. Anything you need, she'll be able to translate your vision, man. She speaks in art. She's got it.
She can look into your brain. That's actually a superpower that she has.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, shout out to Danielle. And then shout out to the homie Devin. He gave us a cool little picture.
I'm excited for this.
Daniel hasn't seen it yet.
I've heard about this so far. I've heard, but I've not seen this. I'm very, very excited.
Exactly. So shout out to the homie. Shout out to the homie Devin. He gave us this freaking picture. If you're watching this in the video, this shit's pretty badass. I've already seen it. I had a crazy reaction when I saw it. The homie Daniel hasn't seen it, and I meant to show him at work, but I just kept forgetting. And but I was like, later in the week, I was like, what? This is perfect content for the freaking podcast. Yeah. And I hate that I'm thinking of my life and content now, but it's it's kind of where we're at. You know?
Man, it's all right. But
I was like, let me get his live reaction on the podcast.
This is good.
I'm gonna open it up. He already knows like what it is, kind of, but he hasn't seen it.
No, this is the first time actually laying eyes on it. Okay, yeah, you got it.
Great. You can't see anything to the back.
I can sort of, but it's all right.
So wait, look away. I want to show I want to show the camera first. Okay. All right, guys, look what we got going here. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. All right, my boy.
Is it cool?
Yeah. Check this out, dude.
Oh my God! Holy shit,
bro.
Bro. Dang, that's clean. Big fat shout out, Devin, dude. Oh my God.
Again, guys, shout out to the homie Devin.
Yo, we gotta get this guy up, man. This is our first little piece of. How's this gonna work on the camera? You think it'll do it? I hope so.
I mean, I'm just gonna set it up in the back
holographic.
Right now.
It's going back and forth between Joaquin Phoenix's Joker and.
Oh yeah, they can see it on the camera.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, I can see. Look at my Apple Watch.
All right. We got some advanced technology going.
You got Joaquin Phoenix.
You got
the Joker. You got Joaquin Phoenix. You got the Joker.
Boom! That's clean as
Joaquin,
fuck, dude.
Joker. P. J. Or J.
PJ.
J.
JJ.
J. But P for the last name.
Yeah, there you go.
You got
PJ.
You got Mr. P. You got Mr. J. There we go.
Hey, there you go.
Put this up in the back.
Hell yeah. Hang out, homeboy.
We'll find something for that.
Yeah,
we can get maybe we can find a frame that kind of flips back and forth.
Yeah, I like it.
Good. It does look kind of cool on the camera though, because you can see half Joker, half freaking. Half Joaquin, so it looks like kind of two-faced a little bit.
Cool.
So we got a double thing. But yeah,
Boom.
Shout out to the homie Devin.
Thank you very much, dude. That shit's clean as fuck.
Like we said, first addition to the artwork that we got. Hopefully we get a lot more artwork going on and stuff.
Yeah, we would love to put some shit up, man.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah, dude, how was your week, man?
Oh, it was good. Let's see. Felt like just work for the most part.
Work. Yeah.
Yeah, you know how it is, dude. Yeah. Fucking A, man. Just constantly going. I feel like there's so many different things I gotta memorize and get ready for at work and shit like that. It's gonna be a real exciting month of March. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like the end of the month just came by and just went oh, it's March now. Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
28 days in February, bro.
28 days in February.
It'll do it to you.
Obviously, the best thing that happened.
28 days later.
28 days later. Isn't that a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I've
never seen it, but
it's a Contagion type movie or some shit, right?
I think so. It's I think it's vampires or something like that.
No way. Oh, wait a minute. No. Are you talking about 30 Days of Night, bro?
Oh, I might be talking about 30 Days
of Night. That movie's cool.
But there is a 28 Days later.
I saw that movie when I was a little kid. That movie is a good vampire movie.
That's the one reason, like, I'm not super into scary movies now, is I never watched them as a kid because they fucking scared the shit out of me, man.
Yeah.
And growing up, I was like, why am I going to scare myself? Why am I going to put on something that I would put on for enjoyment, but instead
that
I'm
you
going
know is
to...
gonna scare the shit out of you.
But I mean, I guess maybe that's the enjoyment. But
I mean,
I see it now. I see it now because there are, like, psychological thrillers and stuff like that are creepy, but I'm like...
so good. Like,
it's a
they
rush,
just...
you know?
Yeah, because, like, some people also just know how to tell a really good, like, kind of fucked up sometimes, but, like, really good message with a scary-ass fucking movie, you know? Yeah.
Oh, wait. I think I have a light right here.
You got one? Hell yeah.
Oh, dude. Okay, we gotta spark these. We gotta spark this shit up, man.
Let's get it, dog.
Here, cheers, brother.
Let's get them. Clink. All right, we're getting this party started. Do we haven't talked about what we're doing tonight?
Oh yeah. So on the slate tonight, guys, ladies, gents, we have we're gonna talk about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So the newest one that just came out. Came out on Netflix. We're going to talk about last week. If you listen to the episode, we did say that we were going to talk about Space Force. Honestly, I couldn't really get into it too much.
We're going to switch it up a little.
We're going to switch it up a little bit. We'll talk about it in a future episode for sure. I just got to set aside time to watch it because there's 2 seasons out.
Yeah,
I never really gotten into the first season. So we switched it up, and ironically, we both started watching something.
Yeah, we both stumbled upon a funny little thing
called Guardians of Justice, another show on Netflix. It's sort of like a parody, a spoof on superheroes.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
DC superheroes specifically.
Yeah, DC superheroes.
It's funny / like intense. I think like if you've seen Invincible or if you've seen like The Boys, I think it's very reminiscent of like that kind of shit. It's kind of that same vein of like crazy, intense, gritty.
Yeah, but then they mix it with like scary movie or something like that, and it's just
like
like
parody
funny
style.
Yeah.
And it's also interesting because it's like it's like a very interesting switch because we kind of go back and forth between like actual live action shit and then some cartoon, like some animation.
Yeah,
like it's crazy. They represent it both ways, which is, I don't know, kind of jarring sometimes, kind of cool at others. It depends on the situation, I think.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that. Then the Batman, this is Saturday. The Batman just came out yesterday technically. A lot of places they did show it early on Thursday. So after we talk about the Guardians of Justice, we're going to have a 15-minute segment. We're going to have a non-spoilery review of the Batman. So you can still watch this episode and you can still listen to it without worrying about spoilers for the Batman.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're going to talk about that in next week's episode. And episode 5, for our 5th episode, hell yeah, number 5.
Quick little milestone for us.
We're going to have our very first episode of probably a lot of episodes to come where we sit down and when a big blockbuster movie comes out, that's what we're going to talk about for the full episode. So
yeah, we'll just dedicate the whole thing to it.
Exactly.
It's going to be great.
Episode 5 is when we're going to have our full-on breakdown, spoiler review of the Batman.
Yeah, so watch Batman this week.
Watch the Batman.
Yeah, it's great. Please go watch it. That's honestly probably one of the best things that happened to me this week.
Yeah, I would say so. It
was a good time, man.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
We'll get into it.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that, and then we're gonna get back to some trailer talk. I know we skipped over that last week, but we're gonna get back to some trailer talk.
Yeah, we have a couple to talk about.
Yeah, we got a nice few. We're gonna talk about The Lost City. That's with Sandra Bullock
and Channing Tatum.
Yeah,
good little
the
combo.
homie Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe.
Flexing his wings, flapping. I don't know, whatever.
Flapping his wings. He's
flapping
a peacock, bro. You're letting him. We're letting him fly.
Fuck yeah, we are.
And then we're gonna talk about. Tom Cruise is also in that movie. So.
Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt.
Oh, Brad Pitt. Fuck. God damn it, dude.
But in such a we'll
I'm
get
high
there
already, guys.
Hell yeah, we'll get there. A little bit of pre-production business.
Yeah, pre-pod. Then we're gonna talk about the third movie in the trilogy, The Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore. We're gonna talk about that trailer.
Yep. Also, the third movie in the new trilogy of Jurassic movies.
Yes.
Yeah, the Jurassic World trilogy that they've been making is coming to an end now.
Hell yeah.
It looks like it's going to be tied up real nicely.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
And then at the end, we're going to have another new segment where we're going to give one of our most favorite like cooked guy moments, like stories that we've had, because I've been a weed smoker for a long time.
Yeah.
For a good, pulling up on a decade here almost. And, I got some good stories. So we're going to we'll each share one of those today.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what we got going on, man. So
that's the episode. We're done. No, just
Yeah, hell. Tune in next week, episode 5. We're gonna be recapping on Batman, and see you guys later. Nah. So yeah, should we just jump into Texas Chainsaw, bro?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm down. Yeah.
Okay. What were your? So we got Texas Chainsaw. It's a new take, sort of like not a reimagining, but like a new installment.
It's like a sequel.
It is a sequel.
Yeah.
It takes place 50 years after the very first one. I've honestly never seen the first one.
Let's see the first one. The original one, right?
Yeah, the original one. I've heard that one's super good.
It is really good. It's disturbing as well. Super scary.
Yeah, so I need to watch that. But yeah, so it's a newer take. We got a gang of some folks here, some influencers.
Yeah, it's a weird. Yeah, should we start off by saying spoilers? I guess for anybody who wants to watch this movie.
Yeah, spoilers.
I'm just trying to catch myself because, like, God damn it, I've been bad about it. I'm sorry, everybody, if I have spoiled something for you so far.
Spoilers for Texas Chainsaw if you care about the spoilers. But yeah, so we have a group of people. I honestly didn't even care too much to like learn their names. But we have this group of, I don't know what they are. They're like influencers, investors.
I think they're chefs.
They're chefs?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I didn't know. They were just, I don't know. The movie started off kind of weird.
Yeah.
You kind of already could tell. I didn't really care too much for the movie. It was all right.
Yeah.
But the last Texas Chainsaw that I watched was the one, I forget what year it was, like maybe like 2013, 14, but it was the one with like Trey Songz.
Yeah, so I haven't seen any of the other ones yet.
That one was all right. I went to the movies with one of my buddies, and we watched that, and that one was okay. It was still like along the same lines of like just kind of like a cheesy slasher movie,
for sure.
Like I don't know. I feel like we're at this point in slasher movies where they're kind of more cheesy than they are like iconic, because you have that first Scream, which is like an iconic slasher movie. You have obviously Freddy Krueger. You have, the Nightmare on Elm Street. You have the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is heralded as, probably one of the best like slasher horror movies,
Yeah. Well, especially when they're just trying to recreate IPs, or like continue on with sequels or whatever it might be. Like, I think like a new idea might be fun, if somebody comes up with like a different slash or something. But it is it's very much like a continuation for sure. Like you have one returning character. I don't know if it's the same actor or not.
No, it's not the same actress.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she died a while ago, so RIP to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, they definitely recast that. They recast her, so it is a new character.
I was a little bummed about that part, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I never watched the original, so I didn't have that emotional connection to it as probably some people would, But again, I kind of went into it already kind of thinking of my past relationship with the movie, with the last one that I saw with the Trey Songz, with it just being kind of corny.
Yeah.
And one of the last lines is like the main character in the movie, she finds out she's related to Leatherface, and she basically understands why he's doing what he's doing, and she grabs his chainsaw and she's like, "Here, cuz," or "Here, cuz," like something like that. Like here.
Which one is this?
It's like the one that came out before this. It's like in 2012.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really bad. She's like,
"Here, cuz."
She's all, "Hey, cuz, here," and then like throws it, and I was like, "Oh my god, are you kidding me?"
This? And
yeah, so I went into it with those kind of expectations already.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the worst, I guess, but it wasn't definitely wasn't the best. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like in slasher movies, like you have to have some sort of like sympathy for like the main characters, and you have to like understand them in a way, which I fucking hated these main characters, honestly. I did not like them really at all.
Yeah, they were pretty annoying like right off the bat, which I think is like, I don't know, it kind of helps for the movie, I guess, because it's like when they get killed off. Well, no, maybe it doesn't, because you just don't really care when they get killed off.
Yeah,
they went for I think style over substance very much in this movie, like trying to get you with just really gory kills, like just like real big shocking stuff. It's intense. Like I would say, if you don't really like that kind of like really heavy violence, then maybe don't watch it, because There's some pretty hefty scenes that
Yeah.
are a little bit intense. They show some pretty fucking hardcore violence. in
Yeah,
there.
it's pretty gory. But yeah, like the characters were knowing me just right off the bat in the beginning when they're
Yeah.
at that gas station and they're in their Tesla in like the middle
Yeah.
of kind of nowhere, and then this
Yeah, they're coming up they're rolling up to Texas.
in Texas.
In their Tesla. It's on autopilot and everything. It's like these four, yeah, I don't know, 20-something-year-olds. I don't know how old they're supposed to be. So like their whole plan is weird as fuck too. They like are rolling up to this old ass like Texas town or whatever that is like worn in and shit like that. And I guess they decide
Is it abandoned?
I don't even know, dude. Like that part I don't think they explain unless again I wasn't paying attention either, but like if there's nobody there except for one person, but basically their whole plan is to like sell a bunch of like I don't know, buyers or whatever, freaking
I think the point they were trying to get across is early on, like when they're driving, you see like the main character, like at the one that gets away at the end.
Yeah.
She's like scrolling through Instagram, and you see a bunch of just a bunch of like anti-gun posts and gun control posts and stuff like that, and you get like the vibe that obviously something happened to her. She has like this scar on her shoulder, and I mean they kind of get into it. I guess she was in like a school shooting.
She was, yeah.
So they're
which is an interesting backstory for a character. That is something new that I
Exactly.
was like, oh shit, okay, that's kind of cool actually. Well, I don't know, cool's not the right word. I'm sorry. But
yeah,
like,
I mean it's an interesting.
it's
Obviously
different.
they're making it more modern.
It's more of the.
But
times.
it didn't like if you're gonna make it modern, like it has to hit. Like it didn't. Like they didn't play. Like not that you have to play off of that, but it wasn't a big thing in like in the movie. Like you know, like the whole. For me, what I got from it is like their whole point for I guess selling these places to the investors was to create a safe community.
Yeah.
Because I guess like that's what like the older sister had told her, like, oh, we can, if you come live here, like we'll be safe.
We'll be safer here.
Stuff like that. So I guess that's what they were doing. But then I was just also like, so did they just? How are they able to just auction these off? Like,
yeah, like they. I
guess
think they
just
bought it. I think they bought the town or something like that. I don't know how. Maybe because I don't even know.
I guess we're just buying towns in Texas now.
Yeah, because so they're selling this town. They get there first and they like roll up and they come across the old lady, right? Pretty much. Well, I don't know. Why do they go in there? Oh, because it has a freaking.
I think they're going to look at the place before the investors get there.
Yeah.
Because I guess the investors are pulling up right behind them. But then they like. Another thing that I was confused, like they get there like 10 minutes before the investors do, and I'm like, okay, if you're here to sell places and you're like so worried about this and you're so worried about that, like a big moment is there's a Confederate flag hanging, and one of the characters, who is black, he was just like, oh, we got to take this shit down, and my thought was just like, okay, if you're going to look at this place before investors come, why are you getting there 10 minutes before they fucking get there?
Yeah, it's pretty fast. Yeah, they are like right behind them.
I mean, the movie is only an hour and 20 minutes long, so it's a pretty fast movie.
Yeah, it is. It moves really quick. They don't bother with the fine details, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they basically show up. They go into that house, the one that has the Confederate flag hanging on it, and then they like find this old lady that comes down the stairs and shit, and she's like on a breather.
Yeah.
And it's an orphanage, right? Or it was like an orphanage, I think.
Yeah, I think it was
used to
the
the
orphanage for that town.
Yeah, she used to have kids there.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them you see is like blacked out, looks freaking huge amongst like all these other kids in like this old black and white photo and shit like that.
Yeah, his face is all scratched out in the photos.
Yeah, she comes down and she's basically like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are you coming up on my shit or whatever?
Yeah, and they were just complete assholes about it.
They really were. Like, they're these like it is kind of annoying. You almost want them to die because they're like these young like kind of snobby like fucking assholes who like show up on this poor old fucking lady and like are just like, this is our fucking like place or whatever. And she's like, no, oh, you mean that little mix up with the bank? Like, oh, that's been settled. And she's like, do you have proof? He's like, oh, I don't need to show you anything.
He's like, fuck this, and
because you don't have it.
Yeah, and I was like, God, she's an old lady. Why are you so mean? You can't be mean to an old lady like that. And yeah, that's one of the things that annoyed me. And obviously, like in the beginning, also when that dude pulls up on the truck and then they see he has the gun and she's like, "Oh, what's he overcompensating for?"
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. He doesn't done anything to you at that point. I mean, I guess he pulled up kind of just like kind of recklessly. Yeah, but it's just like
it's very on the nose stuff though.
Yeah.
Like, super just like they're painting like a modern
yeah.
picture for sure. Like they decided to go for things that you I guess would see in this day and age. It's influencers and school victim shootings and stuff like that. Yeah.
And I guess he did have kind of a quick response. He's like, "I'm from Texas.
Yeah.
There's wild. What does he say? There's
He's
wild
like,
boars."
we got a problem with wild boars around here.
Oh, dude, that was crazy.
Like,
Got a problem with wild boars.
we got a problem with wild boars around here.
Got to shoot them on sight.
Yeah, they need to be.
Got to eradicate them.
Yeah, the best way to take care of a foreign species is to eradicate them on sight.
Dude, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was like,
Yeah.
kind of whatever. I was still more pissed at the other characters because I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, I
Whatever.
understand if he pulls up and he like says some shit to you, like, "Oh, I'm fucking out of towners pulling up in your fucking Tesla, blah blah." Then okay, then I see like, oh, okay, let's poke fun of the dude that's just walking around with a freaking gun on his waist in the middle of kind of nowhere, and then your excuse is because of wild boars. Just get in your truck and drive away, sir.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just kind of, I didn't have that connection to the main characters to when they died. I was like, oh my god. But I mean, I guess that's I guess that's the point in kind of like slasher movies is like,
you don't want to get too connected.
you don't want to be too connected to the main characters. You want them to be kind of pieces of shit.
Yeah.
You want there to be one character, I guess, where you're sort of like, oh my god, I hope they get away.
Yeah, because then I think that's how it's supposed to work. I think that's very much how this was supposed to be like pitched or made or whatever you want to call it. Because like, I think it works that way. So like, you have 4 characters, right? There's 2 sisters, who are basically like the main characters, like pretty much the whole time.
Yeah.
And then the other one that we didn't mention yet was there's another girl who's like the wife of
like the main investor, like the main guy selling,
or the future wife or whatever.
Yeah.
And she
dies early on.
Yeah. So like so does this old lady, right? So they're so fucking mean to the old lady that she fucking has a heart attack and like pukes, and
the guy goes and gets the cops to get her out of the freaking house,
and
I'm
they
like,
come and dude, it's fucking insane. And so she like, it's too much for her to handle. They take her in an ambulance, and like one of the main character sisters wants to go, but she's like, nah, fuck that, you gotta stay here. Like,
the investors want to talk to you.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, I'll go with them. It's like, all right, whatever. And so at this point, we have also already seen the big ass hulking motherfucker, Leatherface. Yeah, I guess. What else do you call him? Yeah. He's only been really shown like as a silhouette at this point. You don't really see his face too much, but like he gets in the back of the van. He like carries the mom out and shit like that, and you kind of already get the sense everybody's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
immediately,
no, this is bad.
Immediately when he's carrying her into the, is it even an ambulance? It doesn't even look like an ambulance.
Well, that's what they say. There's like a quick line that's actually is fucked up. They're all fucking. We need to call an ambulance, and it's like these 2 sheriffs that you've already been introduced to, and he's like, we are the ambulance.
Yeah. So immediately when he's carrying the truck, and then the chick gets in, like the girl that she doesn't really have to go, but she's being nice. Like her friends kind of forced this lady to almost have a fucking heart attack and throw up, and so she feels bad. She's like, I'll go, and immediately as she gets in the car, I'm like, all right, she's fucking dead. She's dead.
Yeah.
As soon as you are going somewhere with someone who is the main killer, if you're going somewhere with the main killer,
they're all done.
You're gonna die.
It. Yeah, right.
You're gonna fucking die, dude. And they're driving, and
that's what happens.
She dies on her. I don't know if that's her son or just like she was like the mom or like the main caretaker of the orphanage, but she's like, take care of yourself, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And she dies, and she has the oxygen tank with her, and he's trying to like turn it on and put it on her face, and he's like rattling, like fucking shaking that
hardcore,
shit.
Yeah.
And then the other cop's like, hey,
stop. And he puts his hand on him, and then everybody just kind of like, and like the guy looks over at him, and he fucking breaks his goddamn fucking hand. He's strong as shit. Like bone comes out and shit. And then
that was one of the cooler kills that I was down
that
for.
One was good. Yeah, because we should also say like really quickly before we go forward, because we're gonna be talking about all these kills. This is a little bit gory shit, so
super gory,
super gory. So it's a little bit of a warning for that. But yeah, so breaks his arm, the bone comes out, and then fucking sticks it in his jugular real quick. Kills his ass. It was pretty hardcore.
Yeah, when I was watching, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, because that's like the first one. That's the first kill of the movie, and it was definitely a bang for a starter, man. It was like, oh,
I was like, yeah, that's the way. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, the cop tries to pull out, like, the other cop tries to pull out his gun, or no,
Yeah.
the cop that got stabbed with his own freaking wrist had his gun out, and Leatherface,
He-
like, pointed somewhere, and then it shot, and it shot the other cop that was driving, like, in the freaking neck, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, shit. And they
Damn.
crashed into this freaking
Yep.
big-ass tractor.
Hella bad. And then come to, and like the blonde lady is like, wakes up and honestly does pretty good for a while. I was
Yeah.
like, that moment for me, I was like, maybe I was just high enough, but it was tense for me. I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, come on, you can do this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Quick sidebar, real quick. One part that I thought was, like, just hilarious was when not when the lady dies, but she dies, and that girl that's driving with them sends a text to her friend.
Yeah.
She was like, the lady died. ... Exclamation point.
Yeah, I saw
And
that. I was like,
the
what the fuck is this? Yeah, I saw that too.
exclamation point.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. Okay.
Where's your respect?
the old lady died?
Yeah.
OMG. Like,
Yeah,
that
no, for
was-
sure.
But yeah, she almost survives, and she just doesn't. No one's. You got to go in with this knowing, like, no one's gonna survive.
That's not the point. That's not the
Yeah.
point of this. Yeah. So she's the first one to fucking. It's again pretty messed up. Leatherface like becomes Leatherface when he's basically like drags his mom's shit out and like
Cuts her face off.
cuts her face off, dude. Yeah. Oh god.
When you
it's
put it
bad.
on, I was like, all right, does that really fit your face? You got a big head.
That's what I thought too. I was
You
like,
got a-
that's some bullshit.
You got a big ass head.
lies. Yeah.
You got a big ass head. That part always reminds me of, like, did you ever read, like, those books, like the scary stories to read, like, in the dark or some shit like? Oh, those are so there's
I know what
one,
you're
like,
talking about, but no.
dude, there was one, bro, that was, like, so creepy. I hated it,
Mhm.
but it was, like, one of those that was so creepy that you had to, like, you kind of kept reading it.
Yeah.
Basically, there's, like, this scarecrow that, like, these dudes have, and they're in this cabin, and they realize, like, it's, like, alive,
Mhm.
and they're like, holy shit, and they have to, like, leave, and they forgot something, right? So they're tripping out because the scarecrow's alive. They're like, holy shit, yeah, we gotta dip. Like, this is scary. They see it, like, growing, and they're like, oh my god, we gotta dip out.
This is it.
So they're driving away, but then they realize they forgot something. So they're like, all right, one of us has to go back, and they draw straws, and one dude goes back, and then he didn't come back for a while, so the dude goes to freaking come back to pick him up, and he sees the scarecrow, like, on top of, like, the roof, and, like, he basically, like, murdered the guy, like, cut him open, or, like, skinned him, and then, like, laid his skin out like a freaking towel, basically, and was, like, sitting on top of, like, the cabin. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's
fuck.
that's what that kind of, like,
Damn.
that-
Holy shit.
that was a story where, like, that creeped me the fuck out. And, like, I'm pretty sure I only read it, like, once because
Yeah,
of
that's
how
hardcore.
creepy.
That's fucked
And I was
up.
like, oh my god. Like, I was like, oh, it gives me goosebumps. Like, just
yeah,
thinking of it.
just thinking about
Yeah.
just you explaining it too, man.
But that's what that reminded me of when he cuts off her face. And I was like, oh, that's.
yeah.
But then
it's
I was like,
hardcore.
there's no way that face fits.
Yeah,
in, dude.
yeah.
Just like a mask.
Yeah.
No way.
No, it's pretty fucked up. But
Mhm.
yeah. So, anyways, yeah, she does a good job of like trying to stay quiet, staying hidden in the front passenger seat, but eventually,
Homie says nope.
yeah, it catches her and he can't fight her off. But she gets like, I don't think a knife, right? Just like a fucking like glass shard or some shit. It's fucked up.
I thought it was a knife. It might have been a glass shard.
Maybe,
I don't know.
Yeah, but
But
she
yeah,
gets,
she got stabbed and, like, freaking, like, stabbed and, like,
yeah, right
like,
across the tummy. Third kill of the movie.
that's like my biggest fear, dude. Is like
that
to
one's
get-
bad.
and
That's scary.
and it's not like a fast jab. It was like a slow, like, and then
Yeah, it's not nice. It's not nice at all.
yeah. But yeah, and then that's where the movie, like, literally just picks up, and from there on, it's a whole
kill.
it's a whole bunch of killing. He
Yeah.
comes back, and
He gets back to town, and then next guy to bite it is
the main guy.
yeah, he like, well, him and one of the other sisters, the older sister, I assume,
Mm-hmm.
go back into the house. They're like, we got to figure out if the old lady actually had the deed to this place or not. Like, I
Yeah.
have to know.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh, fucking, like, or the sister, right? She's
Yeah.
like, it's gonna eat at me or whatever. She's
Yeah.
like, so they go in and they're like searching, and she goes upstairs, he's downstairs, and then you see in the kitchen there's like a fucking butcher's knife missing. I was like, oh,
shit.
yeah. And then he's turns around really fast, and it's honestly, it's a cool little quick shot where like the swinging door, he comes busting out the swinging door, right?
Yeah.
And so like there's like it's like a swinging door that's opening and closing like this, and Leatherface is hacking at him on the other side, and so you can't really see.
But you
what's
see, like,
happening
you
to
see
him.
enough. Like, you
Yeah.
see, like, a little bit of a struggle. Then you see him go back,
Yeah.
like, against, like, a fridge.
It's in quick frames back and forth.
and then you see just Leatherface take a big old slash
Shot.
at him.
Just kind of up here at his face.
Yeah, at his face, and then
Yeah.
he's
gone. He seemed like
okay. It's weird because you see the slash and you see him kind of like look like he's falling back, and I was like, okay, he's dead. But then he comes stumbling out, and I was like, what the fuck?
that
and
was
then
crazy. He falls. You see only like one side of him,
Yeah.
the side that didn't get slashed, and he like falls on the floor, and then he's like kind of crawling away, but then he like bleeds out, and then you don't see him for a second.
Yeah,
And
and then he comes. Okay, he bleeds so much.
he'd be fucking dead
so
for sure.
much.
He'd be dead.
So much, but then somehow
Yeah.
he gets up and like runs, has the strength to run out of the house, and
Yeah.
then
Like hobble out like a zombie and shit, and then
Yeah.
they finally do the reveal, and like Leatherface basically got him right here in the jaw.
Yeah.
And so like that's just all gone. Like he's just got like mashed like gums and teeth and shit. He can't talk. He can't talk.
And then he
it's-
dies.
He's fucked up.
Stay with me, man. Stay with me.
Yeah, all of a sudden like
What?
Texas Ranger guy's
Yeah.
a good guy, and
Yeah.
he's like all fucking.
And that's also the funny part was
That was
so,
a weird thing.
They
yeah.
met the Texas Ranger guy was the dude they were making fun of for having the gun, and then they go to the town, and then they realize the Texas Ranger dude is the carpenter that's helping them like kind of
he's
restore the
very-
place.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
And then also, I guess why they had to go into the house in the first place, which was kind of also stupid, is like Mr. Texas Ranger comes up and he's like, "You fucking have the deed to that house," and they're like, "Oh, we don't know," and he like snatches their keys really quick, and he's
Yeah.
like, "You'll get these back when you show me them deeds."
when you
Fuck
show me
you.
them deeds, I'll be out here on my John Deere.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. It's so weird, like weird shit. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But so, anyways, he dies in his arms right there, pretty much.
Stay
and
with
then,
me, man. Stay with me.
Yeah, he doesn't make it, and then Mr. Texas Ranger's is like, "Oh fuck, I gotta go back to the house," and he like whips out that gun that was on his hip, and he's like, "Finally get to put this to use."
Gotta eradicate some vermin around here, boy.
Yeah,
Let me put a dip in my mouth when we gonna get going.
we're gonna get going. They gonna get going real quick.
Yeah, get up.
Yeah, he runs.
Yeah, dude. And then he goes back to the house, and you have a fight scene with him and Leatherface. So I was like, it's kind of weird that they're fighting.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
was alright. Yeah,
Then
there's
he-
pretty.
fuck! Dude, when he breaks his
got
leg,
wrecked.
holy shit!
I was honestly rooting for him for a second because I was like, man, yeah, he's the only chance. Like maybe he can pull this off a little bit, at least get a little wound on him. I didn't think he was gonna kill him, but nah. As soon as that leg broke, I was like, oh, he's done. It goes backwards, dude. You
Why
don't
did he
want to
still-
see that
Why did he still charge at him?
because he was there. This I don't know. The plot.
Yeah.
Because they're in a small town and he's
Yeah.
trying to just kill this thing, this
Small town
crazy
pride.
monster. Yeah.
Yeah,
Small town pride. I could take him.
I could take him,
I can take that son of a bitch any day.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have like, there's a crazy scene where they all get murdered in that bus. So there's like a party bus that they
Oh,
have. It's like
man,
almost
that's
looks like a little
fucked
club.
up, yeah.
And then you have another like obviously a current moment that they're trying to play on when Leatherface comes into the bus and he has his chainsaw and they step back and they start recording him and the dude in the front's like, hey man, you do anything, bro? You're canceled.
Yeah, oh my
And
god. And then he's
Leatherface just like looks at his chainsaw and he's thinking like, what the fuck does that mean, bro? I don't give a shit. Yeah, turns it on, just murders all of them.
yeah, he's like, oh fuck. And then it's great. Another fucking dummy one that they tried to play on is it's like the guy who was saying like trying to think you're canceled is doing like a live recording on like I don't know, TikTok or some shit.
Yeah.
And so you see the comments and it's fucking dumb. He dies and like you see the blood splattering everywhere and the first comments is all, oh my god, that looks so fake.
I love those. Like when they can play on like chat super well, like that shit's funny.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
have you watched All of Us Are Dead yet?
No.
Okay, so they have a point where there's this dude who's running into like the town after it's already all like, there's already hella zombies and he's like live streaming it and it's hella funny because in the episode he's running across and they make it look like it's being filmed from like his camera phone
Yeah.
and they have the chat like right beside him and it's super funny.
That's
It's like,
good.
oh my god,
Yeah.
are those zombies real? Nah, those look hella fake, bro. Like what? Hey,
Yeah.
run away. Hey, why didn't you bring a gun? What?
Yeah,
like,
that's good.
So I
That's
love
hella funny.
I love when they do shit like that.
Yeah.
That shit's funny.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, chops that chick in half when she's trying to freaking climb out the window.
Oh, that was bad, yeah.
But also like, dude, there's hella people on that bus. Like you couldn't take them.
I don't think
There
so,
were
dude.
so many people, bro. There were so many people.
There was a lot of people, but think about it like this, man. This guy has the strength to break a sheriff, like a fully grown dude.
Yeah.
He can just break his wrist like that. I don't think any regular people, even that amount of them, can like stop him enough when he's got a fucking chainsaw in his hand. Maybe the
Maybe.
chainsaw out of play, nah. But like, motherfucker can just cut you down real fast. You come at him, he's got a whirling fucking blade right there. You know?
It's gonna get stuck in somebody.
Maybe.
Gotta take that moment. Gotta take that moment of opportunity.
Plot armor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then yeah, he basically kills everyone. Tries to kill the two girls at the end.
Yeah. They get away. Traumatizing
They
shit.
get, yeah,
They're,
they
like,
think
sitting
that
there,
you think they get away.
Well, they do at first, right? Which is like, they hop out the top of the bus and then they're running, and the surviving lady of the very first movie, the one person who made it out of the original film, is back in this one, and they give her like a quick little narration backstory where like, for the last 40 or 50 years, she became a ranger and searched nonstop for Leatherface. Like,
Everyone's a ranger here.
yeah, everyone's a ranger. It's Texas. They're all Texas Rangers.
Texas Rangers.
Texas Rangers. But yeah, like, she's introduced like a little bit before that or whatever, and then she shows up real quick with a shotgun and like tries to take on Leatherface, and it's honestly some bullshit because she's got her fucking gun right on his head at one point while they're like chilling in a room, and he's like has this moment or whatever where he's like looking at his mom's old dress and like crying and shit, or like the caretaker lady or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And like, she totally could have killed him right then and there. She could have just put puh right in the head and he would have been done. But she doesn't do it. She's like, "You tell me you remember me."
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh man, come
No,
on,
motherfucker, he probably-
kill him.
He might remember, he doesn't,
Who
but
cares?
just kill him.
You're gonna splatter his brains anyways. Like,
why do you want him to say, I remember you?
yeah, what was his voice gonna be?
I don't know.
Yeah, that part pissed me off.
Yeah.
That part was annoying. So he gets away, and then they kind of fight for a second. She ends up dying, which again I was also bugged about because I was like, man, don't. Come on, she was the one who fucking survived the first
Yeah.
movie. How you gonna bring her back just to kill her? Yeah, it was brutal too.
Straight
It
up
was
jabs her with the chainsaw.
right in the tummy.
Right in the tummy.
Right in the tummy.
Whatever she ate that day, gone now.
It's on the chainsaw
And
now.
she freaking, and he picks her up and just,
It's crazy, dude. It's all bad. Yeah.
I don't know how she didn't die immediately after that.
Same, because
Also.
she survives for a second and has like a quick little savior moment where she like blasts him with
He even
a
like
shotty.
throws her after
Yeah,
that. Like,
oh yeah,
chucks
off
her hard.
the fucking saw, yeah. But
Saved
yeah,
by the trash bags.
yeah, stupid, yeah, ridiculous. but so yeah, they fight him off a little bit longer. Then it's like the sister's turn to fight him, right? Where like
They're like fighting in some like weird warehouse.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
and I don't know, they get the power of sisterhood. They
Yeah.
scatter in the power of fucking
Power of love,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Conquers all.
yeah. And so they kind of team up.
Love
for-
thy sister.
Yeah, they like team up, beat his ass a little bit somehow, and the older sister takes the chainsaw and is like, "Hey, cuz." No, I'm just kidding. She doesn't say that. Yeah, but like she shows up and I was pissed, bro. It's again so stupid. Like she uses this chainsaw to like slash up at his chin instead of like jabbing him in the stomach or like going for his head or something, and so he does a little like boo, and they like double. I don't know, maybe they don't double
Falls in
take
some
it.
water.
Yeah, and I was like, he's not dead. I was like, that motherfucker didn't die. I was like, they should have fucking double, triple, quadruple tapped his ass.
I
Like,
thought he died because like
Nah.
I was thinking, how do you survive a chainsaw to the fucking face?
it wasn't even in the face. He showed his face. His leather face was intact. I was like, nah, he's not dead. I was like, fuck that. I knew he wasn't dead, bro. So
I guess
He's-
I had too much optimism. For
I
them.
guess, yeah. And so he sinks, and then they fucking come out of it, and they're all happy, dappy sister. And honestly, dude, this one was fucked up, bro. It's like a hardcore, jarring ending because like the two of them get away and they get in their fucking Tesla, which I didn't even realize was there the whole time. And I was like, you guys got the keys back halfway through the movie. Why didn't you just all fucking jump in the Tesla?
They
and
also
dip
they also get the keys to the freaking
the RV. Well,
Yeah.
it pops a tire.
No. They get the lady that shows up gives them the keys to her
Oh
to
yeah,
her truck.
and they still didn't dip. They use it to try to kill him, and because the old lady basically passes the torch. She's like, "Fucking, don't run." She's like, "If you run, he'll haunt you forever."
I'm running.
Yeah, it would have
I'm
been
running
like,
and I'm
"Nah, he's gonna haunt
getting
you
away from
forever."
Texas.
Peace. Yeah, I'm going back. Yeah, like yeah. No, that was dumb, dude. But so they're taking off. They punch in their autopilot on the Tesla, and they're like have their happy-go-lucky moment. And she's like, don't worry, little sister. I'll protect you no matter what. Boom! And then the fucking glass shatters. Leatherface grabs her out of the fucking car, plops her down, and then fucking chops her head off with the chainsaw and just like, is like, get the fuck out of here.
This is my town.
Dude,
I'm the only Texas Ranger
oh,
here.
it's fucked up. And the sister's not driving the car, so like it's just driving. She hops out the like sunroof and is like looking back, just like, no. It's honestly so fucked up because like even like I figured when they like dropped him in the water, it was like, okay, they're gonna make another movie off this motherfucker, so like they'll bring him back later. But like, nah, dude, that shit was wild. He just fucking
does his little like a Mortal Kombat celebration after. Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
fuck, dude. Texas Chainsaw shit sucks.
Netflix 2021. Check it out, bro. It's an hour and 20 minutes to waste your time on.
Exactly. Like, I mean, yeah. I guess if you're like so like man, I need to watch all the Texas Chainsaw movies. Like, yeah, cool. Go ahead and go ahead and watch it. Like, it's like you said, like if you have like just an hour and 20 minutes to just like kill,
yeah,
you can totally do it.
You definitely can.
Hell yeah, dude. The video is still going, bro. Hell yeah.
Woo! We're on track. Full
Hell
episode
yeah.
this time, ladies and gents.
Yeah, so that was Texas Chainsaw. Let's get
Texas
into
Chainsaw.
some Guardians,
Still
bro.
Netflix this time. Guardians of Justice.
I like this so much more.
Yeah, it was great. It was cool. It was a weird little find. It just showed up. It came out like the day before when I watched it, I think. Like, it was like super out of nowhere.
Yeah. See, I was going to tell you, like, oh, we should. I was going to. Because I think I saw it on like a Tuesday. Like, yeah, Tuesday of this week.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this is kind of funny. And this would be kind of cool to talk about on the podcast. And I was like, damn, today's my day off. Daniel doesn't have a day off till tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't feel good about just being like, hey, man, let's talk about this. Me having some time to, like, sit down and watch it and stuff like that. So I didn't want to be like, hey, yeah, dude, like, watch this so we can talk about it this week. But then going to work, like, a couple days later, come to find out the dude's like, hey, man, you watch Guardians of Justice? And I was like, fuck, dude, yes.
No way. No, it was pretty solid, man. We were both just like, you want to talk about that instead this weekend? Yeah. I was like, yeah, cool. All right, solid.
Because I was trying to sit there and watch Space Force, and I just couldn't.
Yeah, it's a slow start. I thought it was. I remember seeing the first season. I think it's funny overall, but we can get into it. Maybe we'll do it for another episode again.
Yeah, dude. Guardians of Justice takes place in like it's like a parody, a spoof of superheroes, basically the DC superheroes.
Yeah, definitely.
Takes place in like. Well, it starts off as like a little cartoon narration. It's taking place in the 1980s, but it's like a futuristic 80s.
Yeah.
Goes back to the 40s. Mm-hmm. They had World War III in the 1940s, like wherever they're from.
Yeah, after World War II ended, they somehow fucking resurrected Hitler as like a cyborg Hitler.
Mecha Hitler,
and started World War fucking III. And so shit's wild going off immediately after, and then an alien from another planet who's a lot like Superman, but goes by the name of Marvelous Man.
He's a marvelous little man.
Marvelous little man fucking shows up and stops World War III in one fucking day. Like, just is basically like, no more war. Mm-hmm. And then proceeds to, I think, hold that down for the next 50 years, I assume.
Yeah. Next like 40 years or
40 years, yeah. And so pretty much flash forward to now. Yeah. After that, right? Like, you get a cool little montage.
It's like 1987 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a funny show, dude. Like, it's funny. It's nice because, like, are there like good parodies still like nowadays?
I don't know. I mean, I like
one. Is the art of the spoof and the parody like lost?
I don't know. Maybe they're making a comeback because this is a good one. And then I'm telling you, I really dug the Kristen Bell one that I think I talked about in the very first episode, which was the girl in the house across the street from the woman in the window. Oh, yes. That was funny. That made me laugh. I thought it was also very suspenseful at times. Like, well done. So I don't know, maybe because this was good too.
Oh yeah, this was really.
This is funny. Like, I'm not gonna say that I would rate it super high or anything like that, but like, it's definitely good. It's the same kind of like waste your time entertainment the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is, but better. Yeah. Like a good watch. Yeah. You know what I mean? Something that you'll enjoy and you'll kind of tune into.
It's something that like I think I told you about this, but me and a friend were having a conversation.
Yeah.
Because I think somehow like Starship Troopers came up. Oh, so I was saying how on like that post that we did on on Instagram talking about, oh, like, what do you want us to see? One of my friends commented Starship Troopers, and I just thought it was super funny. And one of my friends didn't know what Starship Trooper was, and I was like, damn, dude, I was like, look at this movie. It's like a 1990, like a late 90s, like super cheesy, like
I've never seen it either.
It's like a super cheesy, like sci-fi movie, like this futuristic, like these people go to war with like these aliens, like just big bugs.
Okay.
Basically, it's
Cool.
funny.
Yeah,
It's funny, but
I'm down with it.
so we were talking about how there's movies where objectively,
Yeah.
it's bad,
Yeah.
but execution's so good
Oh,
that
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it's good enough to like watch.
Yeah.
But then there's stuff that's just objectively bad and like executionally bad,
Yeah, the
and you just
double
can't watch.
whammy,
And then
yeah.
maybe there's stuff that's like objectively good,
Yeah.
but just execution wise not very good, so you just don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like
There's also stuff that's executed really good, but might be a little plain.
Yeah,
Or something.
like-
I don't know. Who knows?
yeah, so like this isn't
There's a
necessarily
wide
like
spectrum of movies.
this isn't like objectively like the best show,
Nah.
like the crazy. It's not gonna like blow your mind, you know.
It's basically just a.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna rate it
It's-
high,
you
but
know-
if I'm high, I'm gonna freaking watch it.
Yeah, the one of the company name is great, man. It's called a bootleg universe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like they
Very on the nose.
yeah, and like honestly, they use that I think to good effect because they use it to tell like a crazy DC Justice League story that I don't think they could probably do in like the DC comic books.
No,
I don't know if they'd
definitely
be able to get away with it.
Definitely not.
Because basically, you come to like 40 years later, and the start of the show is like Superman or Marvelous Man is been doing this shit forever. They have a Marvelous Man Day, and he fucking flies around the orbit of the Earth in the Hall of. Or fuck, it's not the Hall of Justice, but it's like basically the Hall of Justice. I forgot what it's called. And he is like looking highly distressed, and they show all of the people around the world watching. There's like a little kid, like hella fans.
Everyone tunes into this because it's something he does like every year.
Worldwide, yeah. And he looks completely distraught. He's like sweating like a motherfucker. He looks hella fucking sad. And
You're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I was even like, what the fuck?
I was like, what's happening here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Superman, cheer the fuck up. Like,
That guy always look like this? Holy
yeah,
shit.
dude. Goddamn.
Someone check on him, man.
Yeah, and so he proceeds to tell everybody what is, like, you know, probably a genuine reality of like a Superman. Well, you know, as real as a Superman could be.
Yeah.
Of like fucking for the last 40 years or whatever, I've basically listened to the screams of people like crying out for help before they die, like shit about to start all over the goddamn world. He's like, if I go to sleep, people die. He's like, I cannot do anything but save people.
Yeah, and he's like, when I try to sleep and I close my eyes, like, and he does it, like, he closes his eyes, like, this is what I hear.
Yeah,
And he does it, and it's just people, like,
screaming. It's just
like
torment. It's awful. It sounds
Yeah.
terrible. I don't know how he like patched that in to like a worldwide feed, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm just
Yeah.
thinking about that in my brain.
'Cause I
was
think-
like,
I think he has that, like, you see it in a later episode where,
Yeah.
what is it, what's the, like, Nighthawk?
Nighthawk is
Yeah.
Batman.
He
pretty
has
much.
that, what is it called, like, the cortex or something like that,
Oh, okay.
that he, like, kind of, like, puts on, so I think he
Well,
probably
he's
has some
probably
crazy,
wearing-
yeah, he probably has some crazy
super tech.
technology that
Yeah.
where he can, like,
Some
let me
superhero tech.
let me project all my thoughts to you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so that happens. Everybody's kind of tripping balls. They're like, "What the fuck, man?" Like,
Little kid was watching it.
yeah, it's pretty bad. It's awful. And then so also like before this starts in a commercial really quick or maybe in a report, I don't know. They basically tell you that like this Lex Luthor knockoff, I don't know what they called him. He's got a name that's alliteration as well. And fucking he developed a bullet that was of the same substance of
like
where Marvelous Man's from.
Caltronite?
Caltronite, yeah,
Mhm.
there you go. Instead of kryptonite. It's
Mhm.
great. It's great. Honestly, it's funny. And so they call it the God Killer, and then you see fucking Marvelous Man has one on the table. And people, or first he fucking has this revolver. He picks up a gun and he like puts it in his hand and like fires it. And he's like, I don't feel shit.
Yeah.
He's like,
The president of the United States is watching. He's like, oh damn, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. Which is also like fucking throwback to last week's episode. That's Christopher Judge, I'm pretty sure, who is
Damn.
the voice actor for Kratos in God of War, the video game,
Damn
the
it.
new video game.
Damn it.
And yeah, he fucking pulls the trigger on his hand. He's like, "Oh, this is bad. I don't like it." And so he loads up the God Killer bullet, and then all of a sudden, everybody's like, "Whoa, what the fuck's going on? What's happening?" They
The guy who develops the bullet is Logan Lockwood.
Logan,
That's the character's name.
Logan Lockwood.
Yeah.
There you go. Instead of Lex Luthor, yeah. So fucking they have a Flash stand-in as well, who's called the Speed, right? Yeah. And so like
they have a funny gang of like just
the
superheroes.
It's everybody. It's Aquaman. It's the Flash. It's like Shazam.
Awesome Man.
Awesome Man. Yeah. Superman, Batman, fucking Marvelous Man, and Nighthawk.
Speed. They got is it Golden Girl? Golden Goddess?
Golden Goddess is
Golden
Wonder
Goddess.
Woman. Yeah.
They have Golden Goddess. They have a Black Bow.
Black Bow is like their Hawkeye. I mean, not Hawkeye. I'm sorry, fucking Green Arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marvelous Man's girlfriend is Laura Lang.
Laura Lang. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like Lois.
Yeah.
Lois Lane. Yeah.
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 And also from Smallville.
Oh yeah,
Lana
Lang. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
They have a freaking Amanda Waller knockoff. They have Addison Walker. And Jane Seymour. She's funny, dude.
Yeah, she was good. I like it. Everybody's good in this.
Oh yeah, it was. Oh yeah, The Speed. Yeah,
The Speed. Yeah.
Nighthawk.
Who's
Marvelous
the Aquaman
Man.
guy? King Ocean.
I don't know.
King Trident.
They almost have a. They have like a Nightwing parody too. His name was Red Talon.
Red Talon. He's their little Robin and
no,
shit.
No. The other dude, the America, like that.
I haven't
dude.
seen him yet. Yeah.
What episode are you on?
I only saw like the first 2 or 3, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I think I'm on like the 4th episode.
Okay.
So he comes in and he's basically like he's like a Dick Grayson.
Yeah. Okay. I love that. Fuck yeah, they got everything then.
But he like hates Nighthawk basically.
That makes sense.
Because the whole thing is like Nighthawk always like just takes the credit of everything, right? Even if
Batman.
if Red Talon does something, like Nighthawk takes the credit.
Yeah.
And so he basically he hates Nighthawk, and so he's on like a mission, and he has guns, and he's just jumping around killing people. He's like a secret agent basically for like the United States. Like he works as just an he's like Nighthawk, or he's like Nightwing.
Yeah.
If Nightwing was also the Winter Soldier.
That kind of happens at one point.
Like, he's like
I'm pretty sure he loses his memory and he becomes Agent Grayson.
Yeah.
And
So
it's like working for the government and shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's freaking funny, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Dope.
And then they do have their little Robin, who he's a freaking badass. I think when you get later into it, he has a badass freaking fight scene too, because their whole like,
dope.
There's something about this kid.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, but
he's a fucking child with the soul of a fucking ageless warrior.
Yeah,
or some shit.
It's freaking nuts, but
it's hardcore.
Funny,
it's
dude.
Badass.
It's like I was just sitting there in my room, like smoking, like watching this. Like didn't have like as soon as it came on, and I was like, oh, okay, it's one of these shows, like just kind of like a little parody, little spoof. I was like, okay, didn't have the highest expectations for it,
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there smoking. I'm like just laughing, dude. Like I was having a good time.
Yeah,
it was
it's
freaking
funny.
hilarious.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
It's a
so
good
like,
watch.
fucking Superman started the show. Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
Spoilers. Superman or Marvelous Man fucking is like,
What you gonna do with spoilers here?
What you gonna do?
You already know we do spoilers here.
We're too high for spoilers here. Yeah.
We do spoilers here.
Here's what happens. So yes, fucking Marvelous Man is done with it. Boom, blows his fucking brains out.
Sheesh.
That's it. It's over. And the whole world, of course, is shocked. Fucking Justice League or Guardians of Justice basically have to take over from there, man. And shit goes awry.
Yeah, and then like the whole like I guess moving forward, like the plot of the show is just finding out
who killed Marvelous Man.
Because obviously he shoots himself.
Well,
but people are like, there's no way he did that. Like he couldn't have.
Yeah,
like,
Lois or what's her name?
Laura Lang.
Laura Lang like comes on an interview, like a live interview, and is like, "Fuck that shit! My fucking husband was killed, motherfuckers! Like, there's no way."
And then Nighthawk believes it too.
Yep.
Addison Walker is obviously
Believes
talking to him.
Yeah.
I think she might have done it. I don't know. Because it looked like she's having fun with the whole like world leaders, kind of going to war again and not fucking with each other. So
what does she say to him? She's like, she gives him an ultimatum, right? Or like a timer or something, where she's like, if you don't figure this out in a few days, I'm gonna fucking come and lock up all the superheroes or some shit like that.
I don't know if it was something like that or it was like if you don't do the like if you don't find this, because basically once that came out, like everyone started pointing, every country, every like big world power started like pointing the finger at each other.
Yeah, like
oh,
who
no,
did it?
you
Yeah,
did it. No,
yeah.
you did it. Because there also was like another thing where, like in the montage of like the beginning, right? So Marvelous Man stops World War III, and then he's stopping a lot of stuff in the United States, but he's not necessarily stopping things like outside of the country. And one of like the headlines was like, "Oh, is Marvelous Man biased to like the United States?" And he's just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna stay out of like all this shit." Like,
he's like, "I'm done."
So now that he's dead, like all the superpowers are just pointing the finger at each other. So I think she's just like, "Oh, if you don't figure this out, like they're gonna fucking go to war again." Basically, it's gonna be World War IV. Up in this bitch.
It's all bad. It's all bad, but it's cool. I like it a lot, man. I think it's a solid show. I'm down with it. I'm excited to see the rest of it. I'll just throw it on while I'm going to bed or whatever,
Yeah,
because they're short too. It's perfect timing. 21, 22-minute episodes. You get them just like that, man. That's super fast.
Those are the perfect shows that I like watching, like right before bed. Something I could just throw on and fall asleep, and I don't really give a shit if I, because something like something that's super captivating, something that hooks you in, like you can't watch that right before bed.
You don't want to miss.
You're gonna stay up till like 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
It's terrible.
But you can do these in quick little chunks. You can still get like 2 or 3 of them in, and within an hour. Like you get it done real fast. It's nice.
Exactly.
It's only 7 episodes, I think, anyway. So like.
Oh shit! I'm almost done with it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Maybe there's a little more. I could be wrong. I don't know.
I hate that this is loud in the freaking mic, but fuck it.
The weed ASMR, dude.
I'm rolling a joint, everybody.
Yeah.
Smoked one, gotta smoke another.
I still got one over here.
Jeez. I'm rolling up some Mac one.
I'm lit, dude. Oh shit, some Mac one. We had some truffle butter earlier.
Oh, dude, that truffle butter's so fucking good, dude.
It is good.
I still can't believe you like just had one of those.
It was when it was leaving and we were about to lose out, and I was like, fuck, I need to grab some. And so I did, and I got it when I had a much larger bag of stuff come with it too, and so.
Damn, I did hear that door creaking here. It's so good.
But yeah, and then it just ended up going unnoticed in the bag, and I was like, holy shit, look what I got. I'm bringing this for Saturday.
I wish I would have done that.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, that was Guardians of Justice on Netflix. Go and watch it. Like I said, it's a funny spoof. It's a funny parody.
It's quick. It's not going to take too much of your time.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. So yeah, those were our watches of the week.
Yep.
If there's something you guys want to watch, go ahead and send us a DM on Instagram. Yeah. Send us a DM on Twitter. Comment on one of the videos on YouTube.
Any of them, we'll check them all.
Exactly, and we'll we'll go through them. Like we'll make a list and we'll start. We'll make the list. We'll check it twice and we'll find out who's naughty or nice and shit like that. And then we'll figure out which movies we want to watch, and we'll go
to town, man.
Exactly, because
we got plenty of episodes.
There's endless movies to watch out there, guys.
Movies.
Yep. All right, let's check. Let's make sure the freaking video's still going.
Do we still have a live video feed?
Oh, we're going, folks.
Woo!
We're still going.
Beautiful.
All right. So now that we did those, the watch of the week, let's get in. Let me set this timer, man.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Here,
So
I got it.
talk about the Batman.
Yeah.
Let me set this timer real quick.
15.
Yeah. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. 15. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Awesome. So the Batman, guys. This is
non-spoiler review.
Non-spoiler review. Right, if we do happen to spoil some stuff, I'll just cut it out when I'm editing this shit.
Yeah.
But oh my god, the Batman is finally here after like 2 years.
Long anticipated. We got a first trailer for it 2 years ago, or maybe it was just a year ago.
I think it was 2 years ago, man.
Yeah.
Or like 2 years ago when it was like
first announced. You saw Robert Pattinson starting to.
Saw that first scene of him just beating the fuck out of that dude. Vengeance.
Oh man.
Vengeance.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the stuff that's kind of seen in the trailers, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll give our opinions on it,
Mm-hmm.
without going into crazy detail.
Yeah.
Stuff that I think that's already out there that Matt Reeves has already talked about. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. There's
first thing.
shit. Yeah.
Being that. Well, first, okay. What were your just overall feelings of the movie? Because I've watched it twice.
Yeah.
You've watched it once.
I've seen it once so far. Yeah.
So what is your just overall feeling after the first watch? What are your thoughts? Just feelings first. What are your feelings on the movie?
The movie is freaking overwhelmingly Awesome, man. I had a great, great, great time with the movie. I think at first it was like a slow burn for me. Like it took me a little bit to kind of like let my guard down, because it's like it is a new Batman and we've seen Batman a lot of times. Like even I've seen like, two Batman come and go. At this point, there's been countless more. And so but once you kind of get into that groove and once you see him come into his own, it's really, really good, dude. Like I was super, super impressed with his portrayal of the Bats, and just the portrayal of the city is really nice. I like that a lot too. What they do with it, we won't go into, of course, but I think that everything has character, like in the movie. It's just such a good, like, intro into this world right off the bat when it first starts. It's like good. It's a lot of info to take in, but they do it really good, super good comic book style.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did it hit? You said I can't believe you've already hit it twice.
I had to, bro.
Yeah.
I had because I
so
knew.
first view versus second view.
So first view, I really liked it. I think again, echo kind of what you said. It was a little bit of like a slow burn.
Yeah.
Because I think you do sort of go into it with some expectation, right? Like you said, we've seen a couple Batman come and go, and just as we've grown up, obviously there's been a lot of Batman, good and bad.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton, great.
Yeah.
Christian Bale, great.
Awesome.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah, Val Kilmer and Clooney, George Clooney are not the best. They're the different kind. The thing is, it's like they're different. They're kind of a harkening back to the old shit of like Adam
that one's like super comic booky,
Yeah, super cheesy over the top. Yeah.
Adam West, you can, I was having a conversation about that with my dad earlier today. That was funny.
Yeah.
And obviously people have their mixed feelings on Batfleck, right?
Yeah. I like Batfleck. I'm a fan of Batfleck.
And I think once like Robert Pattinson was announced as Batman, people were like, "Oh, come on, man, Twilight boy! Like, what's up with that?"
Which, like, I don't. Yo, he blows that out of the water. Like, it
like,
is funny sometimes. There's some funny comparisons. I won't lie. Like, Bruce Wayne is a nocturnal person, so he is a little pale, and so it's funny to see him sometimes. It's like, he looks like Edward. But
and so like after first view, it was like, I did really like it because I thought Robert Pattinson did really well.
Mm-hmm.
But I did have to, midway through that movie, like, okay, my expectations have to get thrown out the window.
Yeah, you gotta let it ride. You gotta ride the wave.
I should have known going in because they did say, it is Detective Batman.
Yeah,
and that's
for sure.
what, like,
for sure.
what I will say, like, it is. I mean,
It's
that's
him
what I've
solving a
told. Yeah, that's
case.
what I've told a lot of people that haven't watched it. Not to spoil it for them. Like, it's Detective Batman.
Yeah.
Don't go into it with the expectation of like the Christopher Nolan, like, films like that. I mean, I guess like
it's not a big like. I think each of the Christopher Nolan films have like a big villain that presents like a very beatable way for Batman to like thwart them. Like. That's like, I don't know, physical or in some way or not. Like they threaten to blow. I don't know.
The
it's
Nolan
hard.
films are grounded, but they are but
This is a
it
different
is
type
like
of
it's just
grounded.
on like the Nolan films feel like on a bigger scale. Like obviously the action's taken to like a lot bigger of a scale with the Christopher Nolan's one. This one is very much super grounded Detective Batman. So after first watch, like I liked it a lot because
it's a different tone.
I am down for Detective Batman. It is a different tone. I liked the tone that they went with it. And I think that's like the general consensus that I've seen. Obviously, I've seen a lot of people that don't necessarily like the tone, but it's like, oh man. I mean, and we'll get into it more next week, episode 5, and we're just gonna straight up break the whole movie down. Because we're gonna try to go see it together this week.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'll see it for the third time.
It's gonna be awesome.
But then after the second watch, oh dude, I love this movie,
it hit
dude.
even better, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it hit even better because you watch it the first time and you understand what happens, and you watch it the second time with a better appreciation of how everything is, how they did everything,
How it's all crafted.
how it's all crafted. Because Matt Reeves did an amazing job.
He's a great director, dude. He makes like bangers out like nonstop. All of his movies all the movies I've seen of his have been super, super good. So
And you could just tell, like, with what he did, that he loves, like, everyone that worked on this just has a great appreciation for Batman and loves Batman, and they really did Batman
which
justice,
is
dude.
honestly, which is something that like
justice.
into justice and vengeance. I think that's one of the things that like the studios have been getting like relatively right for a lot of this stuff is it's like sure maybe you get some monotony these days with like how many superhero things they are, but at least it's people who do kind of like care about it or at the very least have done their homework and like, you know, check the source material and have like kind of a fondness for it. But this is like everybody wants to make every frame and every second of this movie fucking detective noir dark Batman.
Yeah.
And it fucking works. They accomplish that 100%, dude.
And I won't go as far as to say it's like a perfect movie. Like it's a masterpiece for sure.
Yeah.
But masterpiece doesn't necessarily mean perfect, you know?
Sure.
Like it's great. Like the what they did with the movie, it's great. The way they leave you at the end, like obviously we assume we're gonna get a second one.
Yeah, I think we have a couple of movies set up.
But what they do with this first movie is they do a good job at just making this movie its own story and not necessarily worrying about, okay, do we have to set something up for a second one? Because what this movie does is really good. But it's not perfect. Like I definitely think it could be shorter.
I agree. I think they could have done it in like 240.
Yeah, 240, 230
maybe,
something, you know.
Something like that.
But then like watching it, I don't necessarily know what I would cut out from the movie. We can talk about that next week.
Yeah, we can do our own director's cuts.
Oh god.
Yeah.
There is apparently like
if there's a director's cut, I want to see it.
Matt Reeves had like a 4-hour cut of the movie that he had to cut down.
Honestly, give me that. I'm down to watch that because like I just want to see more of this universe and this version and this take of Batman, like as much of it as I can. Honestly, I did not know until earlier today that we're getting like a universe built out in TV shows of all this stuff, so I'm super excited for all of that now. That's gonna be really cool.
Getting GCPD and the Penguin.
Yeah.
This just the Penguin is someone you have to watch during this movie. I'm not gonna say any more than that.
Just Colin Farrell once again.
Watch the Penguin
disappearing into a role.
Watch Colin Farrell.
He's a good guy.
That man.
He's a great actor.
Goes dummy.
It's ridiculous.
Where would you, after watching this, where are you ranking this in your like love of
in
Batman?
My Batmans?
Yeah,
bro.
Is it up there?
Honestly, like, I think that I would have to like go back and really experience like the Nolan trilogy again because that's the only thing right now that's like that I think I would have to go back and watch. But like. Earlier today I was watching a YouTube video of like the casting process for Christian Bale and for like his Scarecrow and shit like that, and like I was just like, holy fuck, like comparatively as grounded as that was back in the day and still as scary as the Joker is, it's just like not nearly as realistic or grounded compared to like how far we've come in like the ensuing 15 years or whatever it's been since those movies came out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like I don't know, dude, I think this takes the cake, bro. Like this shit was fucking dope and Robert Pattinson again like knocks it out of the fucking park. It's ridiculous. It's just such a good ass like fuck, I don't know how much to or not to say. It's a good Batman story and it's a good setup for him and his world and an introduction to like this version of like Gotham City and its plethora of characters that comes with it. It's fucking dope, dude.
Exactly. Me too. I think exactly after the first watch, I was talking to a buddy and I told him, I was like, after that first watch, I definitely put it up there with The Dark Knight for sure. But after that first watch, I wasn't ready to be like, oh yeah, dude.
Right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after watching it that second time, man, I think it edges out that Dark Knight for me just
because the thing is it's like The Dark Knight is all of the Batman movies are pretty solid, I think, from that trilogy. Like Dark Knight Rises is not the strongest and Batman Begins is like I think a little more cheesy as it's gone and aged and shit, but I still enjoy all three of them.
Yes.
But I feel like The Dark Knight is good and like remains good because of like our weird like pop culture addiction to like a really good sequel. Like it happened with like Empire, it happens with Terminator. Like sequels are notoriously hard to make because you have to like live up to expectations of the first movie. So when you can do that really well, especially with a movie like Batman, and introduce a fucking phenomenal like portrayal of a timeless character like the Joker, like from Heath Ledger, like R.I.P.
Yeah.
Like that shit's like it's like a historical performance, right? Like that's like a big Batman movie, but like, man, they pulled that shit off with not any of that. Like just like one really focused, like really focused, like Batman, like villain and like story. You know what I mean? Like
I feel like it is one of like, because this is an origin story for Batman. I mean, not an origin story.
It's weird because like there's it's almost like in I don't know how to say
it's just hard to describe it without like getting into all this stuff.
I know, that's what I'm having trouble with too.
It's a good start for a fresh take on a Batman.
Yeah.
And Matt Reeves does a fantastic job of juggling origin stories of a lot of different characters.
Yeah, a lot of different characters for sure. Like you get an introduction and like the beginning of the fleshing out of like a lot of things that you're familiar with, and honestly do still carry a lot of familiarity, but have like just a really fucking dope, fresh, intense take, like good hardcore shit. It's a good dark Batman movie, you know. It's a good story. It's intense the whole way through for sure.
Oh, dude, I'm like so ready to go see it a third time.
I can't wait, dude. I want to see it 100 times. I can't wait till it comes out on DVD or some shit, so I can just watch it whenever.
Dude, yeah. Once it hits streaming, bro,
hopefully it'll be HBO Max. I'm sure. Yeah, we'll get.
Oh
it.
no, 100%, 100%.
Yeah,
it's gonna be on HBO Max,
yeah,
dude.
that's where we're gonna get all that shit.
How much time we got left?
We still have 2 minutes.
All right, dude, yeah. I think Warner Bros. has done a great job. Warner Bros. DC has done with a great job of like the standalone films that we've gotten. We have the standalone Joker, fantastic.
Yeah.
And now we have this standalone like
the
Batman. The Batman.
I think what they've hopefully come to realize is that like, yeah, building a universe is an exciting thing to do and will make you a lot of fucking money if you do it right, but or even if you do it wrong. But it's important to like focus on individual things first to like get that going. Like figure out how to build this Batman into the rest of them later. Like just make him and his universe good now, which is what they did, you know. And I hope they continue that formula with the rest of them, man. Like I'm excited to see the rest of the DC stuff going forward.
Yeah.
It has me hyped for Flash. Like, because, I mean, I don't know. Matt Reeves is an extraordinary director, but Andy Muschietti's pretty fucking good, too. Mm-hmm. And so it seems like DC gave Matt Reeves the freedom to make the movie that he wanted. So if this guy's getting, you know, and the rest of these directors are getting that same, then yeah. If they get good people, then we get good movies, hopefully. Yeah.
Another thing I will say, like as we're closing this segment out, the music in this, man, was fucking great, dude.
God damn it.
It was so fucking
If you
good.
haven't heard the Batman theme yet, listening to it on its own, I listened to it like fucking 20-30 times before the movie even came out, because listening to it on its own gives so much character for him already. Like it's so good. It's just phenomenal the whole way through.
Let's see, who is the I forgot.
Michael Giacchino.
Giacchino. Oh my god.
One way or the other, I don't know.
Hats off to you, my good freaking sir, because what you did. Dude, I haven't heard a score this freaking good in like such and
it's so
like
good, dude. It's so good.
Like walking out of the theater, even like we had like a Bat and the Cat like sort of like a or like a teaser. Oh, there's a timer. Well, here, closing thoughts.
Yeah,
we had a Bat and the Cat like teaser that came out like I would say like a few days before the movie came out, and something I told you before you watched it, I was like, dude, the music in that scene alone was crazy because it's very suspenseful. It's that detective that, you know, that I don't know how to freaking
you just get so much character out of it, I think, because like the Cat and the Bat scene music very much reflects Catwoman. Like you have these little piano like titter tatters that sound like little cat feet. Like,
dude, yeah.
Sneaking in. It's beautiful. It's so well done. And the Batman theme for this one, I have to say, one of my favorites. I don't know if it beats out the original one because fucking da, 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 it's fucking timeless, bro. Like I don't know how you can beat that for Batman. But this shit's fucking good, dude. Super recognizable. Yeah. Fucking I love it.
Everyone did their thing in this movie. The Batman, Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Colin Farrell,
all knocked it out of the
Paul Dano. Oh my
Fucking
god, Paul Dano. We'll break
Jeffrey
it down more.
Wright, fantastic
Jeffrey
fucking
Wright,
cast
yes.
all around, dude.
Freaking
Yeah.
guy who plays Alfred, Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone did amazing. So yeah, that was our non-spoiler review for Batman. Tune in next week, episode 5, where we're literally gonna spend the entire episode talking about the Batman. So you guys have this whole week.
Episode 5.
You guys have this whole week. Go watch the freaking Batman. Go freaking watch it, please.
Or save our episode 5. You can pick up for 6. Tune in later.
Yeah, but go watch the Batman. It's freaking great.
It's the best movie.
And yeah, that's the segment. That was, dude, hell yeah.
I like it.
That was good. And yeah, so let's
a little bit more old school.
Yeah, let's get into some. Let's throw it
Trailers.
back a little bit. Trailer talk. First one.
Yeah.
What are we thinking? Here, you throw out the first one.
Okay. Let's start with, I think, a funny one. Let's start with fucking Lost City. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. This showed up because this is a good transition because it showed up for me at the front of Batman.
Yep, this did for me too.
So this is like a good little, looks like what, I don't know, like a rom-com adventure, I guess.
Yeah.
Where like Sandra Bullock is a romance novel book writer. And she's like on the way to writing her next book. And she writes about this adventure guy who like cracks the secret of some like lost forgotten city or some shit.
Lost City of the D.
There really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. There you go.
Lost City of the D.
Yeah, so they're hot and saucy romance novels.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they get Channing Tatum to come in and basically be the cover model, right?
Yeah.
But he's like famous for it. Everybody fucking loves him. They adore him
and he's super tied into the character too.
Yeah, like he just walks around. I forgot what his name is.
Yeah.
But he walks around just responding to the name of the character and like pretending like he's him all the time. It's ridiculous.
But looks like you're not him. Like,
yeah. And then
just a book character.
and then a fan comes up and is like, "Oh my god!" Like whatever his name is, and he's just like, "What?"
Takes a picture.
Yeah. It's great. It's super. It looks really funny. So. She writes this story, and then we get introduced to fucking Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, it looks like he's the antagonist of this movie.
I love seeing him in different shit, dude. I think he knocks it out of the park all the time. Whatever I've seen him in so far. Besides Harry Potter, he's great. He's super versatile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I think this looks great, man.
I'm excited.
Immediately when I was watching it, like I was laughing when I was watching this trailer. It's honestly pretty rare where I'm like sitting in a trailer and I'm like, oh, like this is pretty great.
We have some pretty top tier like comedians there. Like Channing Tatum's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock's funny as fuck. I love The Proposal. Like
Daniel Radcliffe can be super funny, dude. Freaking. We also have Brad Pitt.
Oh God, he shows up fucking hilariously great. So like I guess the plot of the movie, what they've showed to us so far is basically like Daniel Radcliffe is like, I'm trying to find this treasure and I need your help.
I need your help finding this treasure.
Yeah, I think you got the best chance of helping me. And like,
can you show me the platform 9 3/4?
Oh God, yeah. And so they fucking kidnap her and like bring her to like the excavation site or whatever where they're trying to uncover this like secret treasure and. Fucking Channing Tatum's like, I'm gonna fucking save her. I can do it. I'm gonna be the hero that she thinks I am, or writes me to be, or whatever. And of course, it goes bad. He's like a total shit show. And so Brad Pitt shows up as like an actual like CIA agent or some shit, or like FBI.
Yeah, it doesn't fucking like flip in for barrel roll.
Damn it, they treat it like, honestly, it seems like just like a very like, I don't know, like cheesy old school like over the top action film, you know, where there's just gonna be like a ton of fucking, he's got his flowing like super long blonde hair and shit, like running away from the fire with her.
Oh my God, why are you so handsome? My dad was a weatherman.
Yeah, great one-liners. Like that's already such a good one-liner.
Yeah, he's fucking funny, man.
I love Brad Pitt, dude. Brad Pitt's great.
Yeah, and I think the cast of characters is great. Sandra Bullock, like you said, great. Channing Tatum, hilarious.
Yeah.
That scene where like all the leeches are on him and he's like, oh my God, it's sucking on like my butt. Like, that shit was funny.
Yeah,
man.
It looks like good funny scenarios that they're gonna throw them in. Yeah,
I'm loving seeing Daniel Radcliffe get in these sort of like these different roles, like getting out of that Harry Potter freaking shadow.
Which is what
like,
you got to do. You know,
when you play that iconic of a character, that character is gonna stick with you obviously for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
but dude, he looks like he's hilarious. Like he plays like when I was watching the Batman the second time and seeing the trailer for Lost City the second time, I'm watching him like, do his little like strut like walk like this little like rich dude.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Ah, dude, he looks freaking great.
Yeah,
like, he
he's
looks freaking
got it,
hilarious.
dude. He's a great actor. He's a fine actor. Yeah.
Dude, I'm excited.
I'm pumped
excited
too.
for this.
I think it's gonna be a good movie. The Lost City. Check it out. I'm sure the
I'll
clip
definitely
of it's on YouTube.
I'll go to the theater and
Yeah.
watch this one. You know.
Yeah, me too, dude. I want to see it too. I think that'd be a fun one to go watch. Just get all lit before and just fucking go crack up for 2 hours or however long it is.
I get high for every single movie, but I'll get extra high for that movie.
Exactly. There you go.
Oh yeah. So yeah, The Lost
Lost
City.
Yeah.
Go check out that trailer.
Throw out the second one.
The second one, dude. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Or no, Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore.
Secrets of Dumbledore.
Ah, that's trouble having such a good freaking title that rolls off the tongue. Like for the first one, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, because that's what I just want to call every single one.
Yo, another good transition. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
From Daniel Radcliffe to Fantastic Beasts. Bro.
Hey, we're getting this podcast.
We're rolling with them segues.
Dude. But yeah, the Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. The third in this, I'm guessing it's probably just going to be a trilogy of movies because that's what we always get, trilogies.
I don't know, man. I heard they have more than that planned.
Oh,
I heard we're getting 5.
Oh, shit.
But that's what I heard a long time ago when the first ones were coming out. I don't know if plans have changed since then.
Yeah, it's the third movie after. So we got the last one was the Crimes of Grindelwald, so that's gonna pick up. I'm assuming right where maybe we'll probably get a little bit of a time jump, but
yeah,
it looks like we're getting to like some sort of like a peak moment in this timeline.
Yeah,
looks like we're gonna see Hogwarts a little bit, which I was excited.
Yeah, it looks cool. Albus is already headmaster. Maybe he's just a professor there.
It looks like he's just a professor.
For now, maybe he's like defense against the dark arts. I think would be cool, or something else. Who knows? But he's there for sure. And like at Hogwarts, like being Albus Dumbledore, it's Jude Law playing him, which is cool. We've seen an introduction of him in the past. I don't know how he's gonna be. I feel like this is very much like a solo type deal where it's like this could either go really well and he could have a good take on young Albus while still paying respect to like the original like portrayal. Well, there's 2 Albus Dumbledores, but I mean I think you really stick with I'm forgetting his name, but the actor who plays him in like the later movies, right? But I think it'll be cool. I'm excited.
I think he's gonna do great because I've loved him I loved him in the last movie.
He's barely in them. It's very short appearances that he has, right?
Yeah, but I think he's done I think the moments that he's had has been like they've been really nice moments. The times he talks with Newt Scamander. Like those moments are really good, and I think he does a great job portraying a young Dumbledore. So I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see more Newt. We have a new casting for obviously for Grindelwald. We have Mads Mikkelsen. Mads Mikkelsen.
I hope that's how you say it.
Let's see. I have it pulled up right here, but just
it's I think it's interesting because this is the 3rd recasting of Grindelwald, which is cool. I think they should just roll with it if they continue to have more movies. Like fuck it, let somebody else play Grindelwald each time. Because in the first movie it's Colin Farrell, even though it's not. He changes his face to become Johnny Depp by the end of the second movie. But then in the second movie it's Johnny Depp, and then obviously Johnny Depp got into some controversial, scandalous shit. So Warner Bros. Was like, "Fuck off." Yeah. And so, they ditched him for Mads Mikkelsen. So I'm down with it too. I think it's kind of fun. I think it's cool.
I think he's a great actor. I think he's gonna do good. From what I've seen, like he gets into that serious role very well.
Yeah, I think he plays a great villain, dude.
Like,
yeah. I've never seen.
You do have to get a little crazy a little bit, so we'll see how he does there.
Yeah, I've never seen it before, but I've heard that Hannibal is a great show, and I'm pretty sure he plays Hannibal Lecter in that shit. So
I've seen clips of it here and there. Yeah. He does a good job. He does a good. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to see this, man. I loved the first one because this is such like a different take in the Harry Potter world. Like we're seeing, I think we're seeing shit on a grander scale. We're seeing how like wizards in the magic world affect stuff like on a bigger scale. So
it's very much like a fleshing out of the wizarding world as a whole, rather than like, not that you don't visit like different parts of it or see different parts of it, but it's only the stuff that's along Harry's path and the rest of the team's path.
Very contained to Harry Potter. Very contained to Harry. Very contained to Hogwarts and stuff like that.
It fleshes out everything.
Yeah.
Like, so the whole world of wizarding.
And that's what I loved about like the first one is seeing the whole the inner workings of the freaking Ministry of Magic, and
the old school version of it. How they're kind of like all, I think maybe they still are in the the old movies or whatever, but it's I remember one thing that was really cool in the first movie is it's like there's a British Ministry of Magic and
Yep.
then there's an American Ministry of Magic. Like
Yeah.
there's all the different regions and like you kind of get a hint of that in the old movies with like Goblet of Fire and shit like that. But it's cool. It was super dope.
Seeing the American Ministry of Magic, I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
Americans have magic.
Holy shit, we can do it too.
We can
Thank
do it
God.
too.
We
Hey,
can do
hey,
magic just
hey,
as good as
hey,
yours.
Hey, come on! You think I can't do magic
You think
here?
I can't
Come on,
do magic here?
come
Fuck
on!
you.
Hey, I can tie my shoes in 3 seconds. You think I can't do a freaking spell? Bada bing, bada boom. What does
Bada
that
bing,
mean?
bada
What does
boom.
that mean? I say that in my beers right here. Bada bing, bada boom.
Abracadabra, motherfucker.
Abracadabra. Give me a freaking stick. Where's the stick? Hey, Marty, where's the stick? Give me the fucking stick. I'll do this shit all day.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, I'm excited for some.
Hey, I am too, dude. It's gonna be good shit. Yeah.
I need me some more Newt. I need to. Yeah, I'm excited to see like the Ezra Miller as well.
Yeah.
He looks like he's gonna do great. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see all like the little duels we're gonna see. We get some of
that
that.
looks
Obviously,
like some good shit.
Dumbledore and Grindelwald can't kill each other, so we're gonna see how that.
Well,
plays out.
Dumbledore does eventually kill him, does he not? 'Cause Grindelwald doesn't survive. He's not just like hanging around into Azkaban or anything like that.
No, yeah, remember?
Oh, he is?
Yeah,
no,
remember?
I mean like after like once we get around to Harry Potter times.
No, yeah, straight
He
up.
is?
Yeah, because there's a time when in the later when Voldemort's looking for like the Elder One and stuff like that, he goes to Grindelwald in Azkaban, and he's like, "Where's the Elder One?"
Oh, shit.
And freaking Grindelwald basically just is like laughing in his face, which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because top tier wizards, we think
Excuse me. Sorry.
Voldemort,
Yeah.
Grindelwald,
Mm-hmm.
Dumbledore, top three,
Yeah.
right? Harry's obviously up there, but he's
the chosen one, doesn't
he's
count.
just chosen one. He doesn't
Yeah.
count. He's not necessarily
I
like
mean, he does because he kills or defeats Voldemort, blah, 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 kills his ass. But, like, it doesn't count.
he's not inherently like
He's got the power of the Force on his side. I mean, magic
exactly.
on his side.
Exactly. And so I'm excited to see Grindelwald and Dumbledore because obviously we see Voldemort, and seeing that scene in like the Harry Potter series when Voldemort's literally going to him and Grindelwald just like laughs in his face. That's like holy shit, because this is Voldemort's a wizard where people don't want to say his fucking name.
Yeah.
And for the fact
Scary
that this
motherfucker.
dude is just like, yeah, I'm gonna laugh in your fucking face, but you're asking me what those ones at, bro? I'm gonna laugh in your face.
Like, fuck you.
Get
You
out of
think
my
I'm gonna
face.
tell you, bitch, I was killing wizards twice your size before you was born.
Where's your nose?
Where's your nose? Why'd
Hey,
you cut it
hey,
off?
right here, bro. I got your nose right
Hey,
here.
you think I needed Horcruxes to survive? Fuck you. I
I'm
did
here.
this shit
I'm
on
here in
my
these
own.
chains.
Yeah.
Come on. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see
Grindelwald's a bad
Grindelwald. We're
motherfucker.
gonna see, bro. We're
And
gonna
like
see.
you see cool displays of Dumbledore's shit. I think you get a really good duel between Dumbledore and Voldemort in 5 Order of the Phoenix
Yes.
right at the end.
Yes.
But I'm excited to see him in his prime, going ham with some magic shit. Like
Mhm.
it's gonna be really cool to see him running around out there throwing some cool shit and
Man,
dodging crazy magic spells and.
and man loves his port keys and stuff like that.
Oh,
You see
yeah.
him, dude. So I'm excited to see that
He's
because we
still
see.
using the fucking pensive pond or whatever it is.
Yeah.
His little
think so.
brain thing. It's cool as fuck, man. I
I'm
love
excited
it.
how he's gonna see, because it looks like he uses like his port key shit as like sort of while he's dueling and stuff as like sort
Little
of to, like-
dodge.
so I'm excited to see how that is
Yeah.
displayed in like an action sequence, right?
Yeah,
Because we
yeah.
mainly just see them as like to get here and there, but we're
Yeah.
gonna see homie like, yeah, I'm gonna port over here, homie. I'm gonna
It's
port
his
right
dodge
behind you."
button. Yeah.
So, dude, yeah. Crime or not crimes? Fuck, dude, I keep messing up the secrets of
Crimes
Dumbledore.
of the Fantastic Beasts.
Crimes of the Fantastic Beasts, and where to find Grindelwald and Dumbledore.
Secrets.
Secrets.
Yeah.
Their secrets.
They're secrets.
And yeah, dude, that one.
That's the one.
Go watch that trailer.
Check 'em
It
out.
looks freaking great.
Number 2,
I'm
probably
always
also
down
on
for some
YouTube.
fucking wizards. I
Yep.
need to fucking.
The Wizarding World.
Have you
of
ever read the Harry
Potter.
Potter books?
Of course, I read all 7.
I have not.
You haven't?
I haven't, dude.
Oh,
that is
you
my.
should read them. I know it's
that's the
hard.
thing.
It's hard for me to read a book now, but like, or at least to do it like consecutively, especially 7 that are that dense. But it's a good series, dude. It's a fantastic series.
Me and my family were just so into the movies, and I'm just so like such a fucking movies like watching and being like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But I do need to, because I know there's a bunch of lore. That
Oh yeah, it's great.
and
You
a
just
bunch
get,
of
of
stuff.
course, like anything, you just get a lot more
Pretty
fleshed
sure
out
I've
world,
read,
more
like, the
fleshed out characters.
Pretty sure I've read like the first like 3 or something like that.
Yeah.
But I know the later ones are freaking big and shit like that. So
Mhm.
I need to get on that.
Yeah.
But moving on to another trilogy, man. The third movie in another trilogy.
The third movie and the third of a trilogy again.
We got Jurassic World.
Jurassic World.
Or
Lost Paradise Dominion something. I don't know.
Jurassic
No,
World. I think
yeah,
it's
no,
Dominion.
is it Jurassic World? Yeah,
Yeah.
Jurassic World, because it used to
Yeah.
be Jurassic Park. Yeah.
Yeah, Jurassic World Dominion.
Yeah, this is gonna be the one where at the end of the last movie, spoilers for a couple-year-old movie. Did you watch that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like basically, they end up saving a select few. Like they get a good chunk of dinosaurs like off of like this burning island, volcano shit or whatever that ended up being the MacGuffin blow up thing of the second movie.
Yeah.
And so dinosaurs are like running rampant on Earth now, and it's like they're trying to coexist, and it's obviously not working very well.
We've created an ecological disadvantage.
Yeah, it's all bad. Like shit's terrible. It's crazy. Chris Pratt's riding a fucking motorcycle around the streets, and there's T-Rexes like chomping
Fucking
motherfuckers.
raptors
Yeah,
trying to fucking.
it's crazy. But it looks exciting because like I've had a good time with both movies, Jurassic World 1 and 2. I mean like they weren't like top tier or anything like that. It's not like they were the Batman, but
They're
like
fun.
they are fun. I think they're really good. Like, you know, not as good as the Spielberg shit, but like definitely serviceable to that Jurassic like Park feeling and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And this third one seems like it's just gonna crank that up to fucking 10, man. Because you get the returning cast of characters from this one. And you also get the returning cast of characters from the original movie.
Hell
fucking
yeah.
Laura Dern's coming back. Fucking, I don't remember his name, but the guy who plays the main guy. And,
Yeah, you got Jeff Goldblum
and Jeff
coming back.
fucking Goldblum,
Love me
dude.
some- need me
It's
some
gonna
Jeff
be
Goldblum.
so good, man. I'm excited. It looks cool. They're bringing a lot of like old quotes back, and you know, like their little one-liners to each other, the same ones they said way back when.
Don't move.
But it's great because Chris Pratt and Homeboy from back then say it at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's
They
good.
look at each other like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they look at each other like, respect, bro. They're like,
Hey, brother. Hey, give me some there, brother.
hey, give me some there, brother.
You studied them. You studied them dinosaurs out there.
Yeah.
I studied them dinosaurs too.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Texas Ranger, carry on.
Texas Ranger. I'm back. Texas Ranger's back to collect. You can have your keys back when you give me them deeds. But yeah.
You can have your keys back when you give me them dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Chain them dinosaurs up.
Give
Give
it,
them over to me.
if you have the owner's rights papers to them dinosaurs, you can walk hard and you can walk free.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this movie.
Me
Like I
too,
said,
man.
I've had fun with the last, the
Yeah.
Jurassic World, last two that we've had. I think honestly, it's funny because I think I saw the trailer like a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh, let me go
Mhm.
back and watch this newer
Yeah.
trilogy again. So I was watching them. They're like you said, they're not the best movies, but they're not the
But
worst either. They're
No, they're a
fun.
great time.
Chris Pratt, does his thing. He's always
Mhm.
his funny.
Bryce Dallas Howard's really good in it too.
Exactly.
They have always like a good cast of like whatever kid is in the movie. Like they're
Yeah.
usually casted pretty good. Like yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
It's a good time.
so I'm excited for this new one. Looks like we're getting some new dinosaurs. Getting some
Yeah.
dinosaurs with some feathers on them. I was like, cool.
I think those have been around.
Yeah.
Or
Show me some
maybe
feathered
what
dinosaurs.
it is like, yeah, because I'm pretty sure like dinosaurs as
Used to have feathers. for sure.
yeah, right, like they were depicted like how we did it for movies or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the trailer's good. The part that always freaks me out in the trailer is like the end when you have the one that's like, "Wah!" like
Yeah, I
screaming,
know.
I'm
And
always
then
like,
you see Bryce Dallas Howard also screaming at the same time too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking shout out to her, bro. She's fucking directing episodes of goddamn Mando and Boba Fett kicking ass out there, dude. Or maybe not Boba, but I know she did Mando episodes.
And she was like, "Yeah, let me
Yeah.
go shoot this movie real quick. Oh, you need me to shoot some Mando? I got you."
Yeah, no worries.
I
dude.
got
No,
you.
Cool. Yeah.
And yeah, so and it looks, do you think Chris Pratt's gonna die? Because he has this line where he's just like,
always make it back.
"I always make it back. I always make it back to my John Deere.
The thing is it's like I don't.
Clean my John Deere and I'll make it back."
Clean my John Deere and I'll make it back. Yeah, his character Owen, right? Is that
Yeah.
the- yeah, he kind of has a little bit of an accent, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like he slips in and out of it.
Yeah,
Like every once in a while, like just has a little Chris Pratt,
yeah,
like
yeah.
Chris Pratt.
Chris
thing.
Pratt.
Yeah.
But yeah, because
Don't
he has
worry.
that line where I always make it back. And whenever a character says, I'm like, you're not making it back. dude."
Yeah, I know. You're right. You're probably right. I just don't see like why they would kill him or like how. Like, what's a dinosaur gonna eat his ass or is he just gonna fall off a cliff? Because one is very intense and like not done well, and then the other one's just kind of like meh.
Maybe he tackles a dinosaur off a cliff.
He's like, ah! He's like go off with Blue, like the Velociraptor that he's like raised all its life and shit like that. He's like, we gotta go together.
Yeah.
Ah!
We're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
So I'll kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't
I
know.
can't live without you.
Yeah. So maybe they'll kill him. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe.
I'm down.
Maybe he does survive. Maybe he doesn't.
I'm down for some sadness. If I want to see Chris Pratt do a death scene. I don't think I've seen it before. So yeah, fuck it. Give it to me.
Oh, speaking of death scene, going back to Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Mm-hmm.
how funny was that death when she like kind of died and was like,
Which one? Who?
freaking who? Fucking someone died like that in that
Yeah.
freaking movie where they were just, it was a super over dramatic, just like a.
I feel like they're all like that, bro. Like it's just like gurgling sounds. It's like because I feel like I watch everything with subtitles. I do watch everything with subtitles all the time, just like I can know what they're saying and shit. And the sound effects always kill me, bro. Especially in that movie because it's just like gurgling sound or like fucking
Gurgle.
yeah. Sometimes they get it right on the nose. It's like fucking over dramatic death sound. Like
All right, so yeah, that was our trailer talk,
Yeah.
man. Trailer talk,
our old school trailer talk.
old school trailer talk. Let's
Mhm.
get into our last segment, man. A newer one. We're gonna tell just one story, our favorite, one
Okay.
story each, our favorite cooked guy, high
Yeah.
guy
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
So you want to go first? You want
Yeah,
me to go
sure.
first?
I'll go first. Mine's probably like relatively short.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know how long. I don't know how long yours is. So mine goes back to one of the first times that I got like really, really, really fucking baked. Like when I first started smoking, it was like, kind of like every once in a while, like wherever I could, out of like fucking, monster cans and shit, as bad as it was, and like, whatever. And I remember I used to smoke with a friend of mine, but like the bud wasn't that good, and so my dad is a big old stoner too, and like I remember he ended up telling me once I got a little bit older, like fucking if you ever want to smoke, like no worries. He's like, just come to me. He's like, I smoke weed too. He's like you can smoke, like that's how like my dad like was eventually or whatever. So like it's all good. Like just like come to me. And I was like, eventually I got old enough to be like, yeah, whatever. Like fuck it. I'll just like say it. And I'll be like, hey man, I want to smoke some weed. He's like, all right, cool. And so like I went back to the house, like whatever, like eventually, I don't know if it was like later that day or whatnot, but like we went back to the house and like it was me, it was my pops, and then like my whole ass family smokes. Like nowadays, whenever we can all be together, like we like fucking pass the joint to everybody. Like, and so it was me, my dad, and then my tia Kati and my tío David. Shout out to my whole little family there real quick. And I got uber fucking stoned, bro, to the point where I was just like completely like fucking not there, like zoned the fuck out, just like listening to the conversations happening. And I just remember like very vividly the way that I came back to was just like from so long of being quiet to just like I just like it's just like a fucking like crazy ass scream just came out of me, bro, that just like started from hella low and hella high, and they all just like looked at me, and then we all just started cracking the fuck up. And I was just like, it was the most probably like to this day one of the most like cooked I've ever been, bro. Like I was just like, I'm too high to even talk right now. This is how I can express myself.
That's fucking hilarious.
That was
dude.
bad, dude.
I always love those ones where you're too high to talk and you're just like, someone's like, "Are you good?" And you're just, okay.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Ask me later.
Don't ask me right now.
Yeah.
I'm super high right
Yeah, fucking A.
now. Let me see. I had a couple stories I was thinking of.
Yeah, what's yours?
Which one am I gonna tell? Because there's like 3 in my head that I kind of want to tell.
Mhm.
That they're kind of like on the same tier of like, oh, this is kind of like funny.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Some high guy, rye guy stories.
On some high guy, rye guy stories.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll tell this one. This one's a little. So do I want to tell that one? Man.
do a little wombo combo. Do a little fucking best of shit really quick. Why not?
So, okay. So there's this span like when I was like in high school when we were like, I had like a big group of friends that were like all smoking, and it was weird because there was like, I think like a week or two where there was this one girl in our friend group whose house we would go to like every day after school because like her parents just like weren't there, so we'd go there like, oh, like let's smoke, and like every every day that I went there, there was just a whole different cast of characters there. You know, there was people here this time, there's another people there that time. We were inside, we were outside. Most people were smoking weed, some people were doing other things, and so it was like it was a good time, you know. And then there was one night where she had more of like a party, so people were going there. We were just all kicking it. We were gonna smoke, blah blah, blah, do all that. I was playing baseball at the time, so I had a baseball tournament, and I came back, got all showered up, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking smoke some weed, man. Let's go smoke some weed. Let's feel good. I was all sore, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm ready to freaking
perfect timing.
I'm ready to get it. So we're all there,
Great
and I have
timing.
my I remember at the time I had like a little Beats case because I had Beats at the time, and I had like a little Beats case, and that was like my smoking.
Yeah, dude, I had shit in a Beats case too at one point,
That
bro.
was-
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was my smoking.
Hell
like-
yeah.
Excuse me. That was my smoking bag. So I had like
Yeah.
my little pipe in there.
Yeah.
Lighter,
Uh-huh.
whatever weed I had,
Mm-hmm.
if I had papers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had eye drops.
Nice.
But yeah, I had like a little
Prepared.
pipe.
Prepared.
Probably like, I don't
Always
know,
had
what
a
would you say?
pipe.
Is that like 3 inches?
Yeah.
3-4 inches? Like
Yeah.
3-4 inches. It was like my first pipe. I remember my
Nice.
cousin got it for me.
Nice.
Shout out to Kayla. Shout out to you. You got me my first pipe. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it was really small, and I was like super like attached to that pipe. I was like really down because
That was the
whenever
one.
like I would just pack those little bowls and I would hit and I would get so freaking high. And I was like, you know,
the
love
good old
that shit.
days.
So we're there, we're having a good time. I'm freaking feeling good because I'm wearing a nice jacket. I had like a newer hat that I was wearing. I was like, oh yeah, I'm feeling good. Getting high with all my friends. We had like freaking some joints rolled. People were, you know, throwing in weed. We were rolling big ass joints. And, you know, we're all inside. We're having a good time. I'm freaking baked, man. I'm freaking hella high. And all of a sudden, there's like a freaking, someone hears like the door open. And like the girl's house. So she like runs over there. She's like, what? And it was like her mom. And we're like, holy shit. And someone's like, so-and-so's mom's here. And we're like, fuck. And we like ran out her back door because where we'd hang out, like, it was like the kitchen area and the back door was like right there. But like the front door was like in kind of like perfect view of like the front door. So as soon as like we heard the door open, we're like, oh shit. And we knew who it was. We like freaking dipped out. We like dipped out the back and we go to like the left and there's like the side of the house. Like she has like the side of the house. Like, you know, people have like that gate on the side. So we were there. And the door hadn't completely opened yet. I think we just heard like keys kind of like going into the door. Yeah. So we're like, oh shit. Ran out there. We're all on the side. And I forget if I'm in the front or someone else is in the front. But someone who's in the front. Might have been me, might have been someone else. We're like peeking out the front. We're looking out the side. And we're like, holy shit. We're like, all right, fuck, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Because we're all just like, there's like 10, 15 of us just all just like chilling out on the side. Like, oh,
Waiting
shit.
for the opportunity.
Yeah, we're all going to get in trouble because
Yeah.
freaking hella shit. There's hella shit there. We're smoking hella weed.
Yeah.
And I had forgotten all my weed stuff. Like literally just, it was on the table. So it was on the, like, there was a table outside
Yeah.
that we all had our stuff on. It was just, you know, the community just freaking
Yeah.
table. We all put our shit there. And, so as soon as we heard the door open, we just all booked out. Like no one even thought of that. Like no one even thought of that
Yeah,
shit. So we're
yeah,
just
hell
running
no.
there. We're all
Yeah.
checking out the side, and then at a certain point, we're like, "Fuck, it, let's just run! Like let's just run out," because we're all parked out there. Like we all had cars at the time, so like let's just run. So the first person started running, then we all just freaking took off. I freaking ran, fuck as fast as I could. Freaking got to my car, opened it, turned that shit on, and freaking just dipped. Like just started driving. I didn't know where I was driving. I just started driving, and I kind of just like drove around, and I was like. Like the whole time, like adrenaline pumping. I was like, oh, holy fuck, shit. Man. Yeah. Oh, shit, I almost got caught. And I like was sitting there and I like started laughing. Like, holy shit, that was hella funny. Like, why did we all like go crazy like that? And then like one person, like someone, I like called someone. I was like, hey, like, what's up? Where are you guys going? Like, oh, we're all going to McDonald's. Like, fuck. I was like, fuck. All right, cool. Like, so I like drove over to McDonald's and we're all like sitting there like laughing, ha ha ha, like blah blah blah. And then I was like, fuck, dude, like, I forgot my pipe and shit. They're like, oh, man. And they're like, oh, like, is this your stuff? And they like, oh.
No fucking
like, here's my case and everything. I'm like, oh, yes. And then they're like, yeah, we like, grabbed it, but your pipe fell off the table. And I was like, oh. And then so, like, they're like, yeah, it's, like, in there. And they're like, we opened it up. I, like, opened it up and, like, it was all like the bowl was all like cracked in half, and I was like, no. But like I had my shit,
sad,
I had my weed, but I was like, oh, we were all like, like laughing, like, why do we run? Like, oh my god, like that was so funny.
Yeah.
But I remember that being just like so intense in the moment, like just freaking opening that back gate, peeking to the front, and being like, oh, okay, fuck, let's just run, and just freaking, taking off as fast as I could, just freaking, unlocking my car real quick and jumping in and just turning it on, just, like, just taking off and being like,
God damn.
But yeah, that was a time that was funny because like like there was
A
like a span of
bittersweet
like
ending.
a bittersweet ending
Yeah.
to like a nice cap of like because like we had been going there for like a week or two and like
Mhm.
we would chill up in like their room and like we would make like a gravity fucking bong
Oh,
and
fuck yeah,
freaking
nice.
smoke in there and
Yeah.
then we'd go outside and freaking smoke if
Yeah.
it like wasn't raining because I think it was kind of like more of like winter-ish time.
Mhm.
Yeah, more like winterish time. So there
Mm.
would be days where it was kind of like raining or something, so we couldn't like be outside. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was a fucking time, man. That shit was freaking funny.
Yeah.
I look back on it and I always think about that. I'm like, fuck, that was so funny. Like just freaking running and taking off like that. Like that person didn't know like my parents or anything
Nah,
like that. So I
yeah,
probably
like-
didn't even have to like I didn't have to worry about that like at
Yeah,
all. Like,
yeah.
but we were just all like, fuck, little.
They
freaking
probably don't want to deal with 15 kids anyway, so they're like, get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
yeah, just fucking leave.
just dip,
Yeah,
like,
but
yeah.
that shit was funny. But
That
yeah,
is funny.
bittersweet ending to like a good kind of like couple weeks that a lot of us like
Yeah.
spent over there. But
God damn it.
yeah, maybe we'll do that segment. I like that segment. We'll do
That's
it again
fun.
in like a couple weeks, something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Think of another story.
Bring
'Cause
it
I
up every once in a while.
got- Yeah, because I got a few stories.
Yeah,
So.
dude, I'm down.
But hell yeah, guys. Yeah.
That's episode 4 for you
That
right there.
is episode motherfucking 4. If you listen to it this long,
If you
yeah.
watch this long,
let's make sure it's still
yeah,
going.
if you
sometimes this Apple Watch doesn't want to respond.
if you happen to make it this far,
If you watched
Woo!
this long.
Yes, we have this much video.
You guys
Thank
freaking
you.
rock. Thank
Y'all
you
are
very
real
much.
ones.
But
Yeah.
Episode 4. Tune in next week, guys. Like we said.
Watch
Batman.
the Batman. It's a great movie. Go give it some money. And I mean, not that it needs it. It probably made a shit ton already. But
Show
yeah,
the
go
support.
give it some love. It's a great
that-
film.
Show the support that this film needs and deserves.
Yeah, man.
Needs because like we need more films like this.
Yeah.
Like, from like comic book fans and stuff. Like we need more films like that are very like tried and true.
Good single takes on a character.
Yeah.
Just focused.
That are fresh takes, but are very reminiscent of a lot of things
Mhm.
that are very. So it's very fan servicey. But yeah,
Mhm.
go and watch the Batman episode 5. That's all we're
That's-
gonna talk
We got a
about.
whole hour and a half, 2 hours for
We're
you.
gonna
Whatever we
sit
end up
here.
doing.
We'll roll up hella joints. We'll probably put some snacks out or something,
Hell yeah, dude.
and we'll just talk about the Batman.
Fuck yeah.
And yeah, thanks you guys a lot. Thanks for the support on YouTube.
We appreciate it.
Go hit the subscribe button.
Yes, please follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. You got the handles. You know them. Too High for TV.
Hell
Too
yeah.
High for TV 11. You know where we are, guys.
Exactly. Go download our podcast on Spotify and SoundCloud.
Mhm.
Hopefully soon to be on Apple Podcasts. Go watch this full episode on YouTube.
Episode 4 is the one.
Hell yeah, episode 4 is the one. 4th time is the charm.
We said it.
Hell yeah.
We knew it, man.
Yep. Thank you guys again.
Thank you very much.
This is us signing out. We'll see you next week. Peace. Yee.
Jeez.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right.
Let me hit pause right here.